Man, we are live again.
Yep.
Rasta Stocks and AN Sport is live again. Footy Talk, you get me? Episode 3. Episode 3, people. So, we here. We going to talk about our club, talk about football in general. And, yeah, man, what's good, bro? I got my tea. I got my tea because the man them
So
in
do
the
I.
chat, I've been
So do I.
cussing me and saying I've been coughing too much. I'm drinking my tea, people, so you man could try to cuss me now, yeah? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't lie, Rasta. You have been coughing a lot, but it's fine.
Yeah. I
Even
feel like
people
I feel like
have been coughing.
every time when summer comes, bro, my
Bro,
allergies,
I
like the
hate it.
beginning
I
of
hate
summer, my allergies be
it.
kicking me, bro.
I despise it.
Yeah,
I despise it, bro. But listen, we're here. Let's
we're
talk.
here. So people, I have an announcement. I have an announcement. One, I've hit 870 subscribers. Thanks to you, man. Them.
30 more
30 more to go to 900 subs, people. We will get there.
easily.
We will get there. Plus, my brother Alkavin is on 333 subs. All right,
I
man.
lost one sub. I was on 334.
But we will get it back. We will get it back, bro. We will get it back.
Yes.
So, on the midst of
I know.
things,
It's about you today. It's
yeah,
about you.
on the midst of things, earlier I did a stream earlier, live chat and vibe, sometimes I do streams by myself and everything.
Yep.
And Hancho 7 gave me some good suggestions that I'm gonna do as well. And I took a nice little siesta, people. A nice little siesta. And I haven't really been watching the Club World Cup, bro, because I'm not really
Yep.
interested in it too much, to be
Same.
honest. I watch
Chelsea lost to Flamengo, and I told him that they were going to lose to Flamengo. I
huh?
told him it was going to happen. I told them Chelsea were going to lose to Flamengo.
Mm, and
I
and
expected it. I expected it.
mm, and to be honest with you, bro, right? The only game I watched was City game, and I watched Real Madrid versus Al Hilal, and I
I've
fell
only
asleep.
watched.
I fell asleep in that, bro. I was just nodding off,
I watched the
falling
Bayern
asleep.
Auckland. I watched the Bayern Auckland game and the Real Madrid Al Hilal game, full match.
Yeah, and I watched. Yeah, sorry, and I remember watching the Bayern game. I watched the game. From it went to 4-0. I just turned this shit off. And I'm like, yo, this is torture. They torturing that team, bro. They crucifying that team.
Yeah.
Hmm. So yeah, man. Other than that, bro, this is how I feel about the Club World Cup. So Alkevin, we have we have club football, right? We have nations international duty football / Nations League, right? That's Champions League. You have Europa League. You have domestic. You have the domestic tournament,
Conference.
Conference League. You have the domestic tournaments, right? Plus what? What other tournaments they have? Oh, the World Cup. Oh, the Euros. So my thing is, how many tournaments are we gonna have in football? Like I said, I'm not complaining or anything like that, but my main thing is players are going to get fatigue. They're going to complain about getting hurt and injured.
Then they shouldn't be participating in the international tournaments, then, bro. They should be, because now, from now on to the World Cup, it's all friendlies and just
Yep,
a bit of
yep,
World Cup qualifiers, and
yep.
also there'll be Euro qualifiers as well.
Mm-hmm.
So don't participate in the
Yo,
World. So don't participate in the international friendlies then.
facts. I agree with this comment right here. Facts.
No, they are. They are. Corinthians beat Chelsea in 2012 in the Club World Cup in 2012. The
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea, the same Chelsea that won the Champions League.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is the thing why European teams always shop around
Yeah.
South America because their
Mm.
players are good. Their
They don't
players
really
are
shop
good.
around South America. They more go to Europe and then they scout them at other clubs. They go to like the lesser, I say the minor teams. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they go to like, for example, like a Lyon. They go to, for example, like a club in Liga. And they go to like a club in what do you call it? In like a La Liga. They don't go to like a massive club straight away. Okay, maybe some of them do, some of them don't. But yeah, I guess it's like secondhand scouting, because you scout them when they're at other clubs, not while they're in South America.
Yeah.
They do come from South America, but they don't play for they don't really like, how do you say it? They don't really we don't necessarily buy them off of South America. They come from there, but we don't necessarily buy them off there. We do, but not as much as we buy them from other clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because they develop themselves at other clubs and then we buy them. But yeah,
So yo, let me ask you a question, bro.
of course,
I seen Jude Bellingham's brother scored his first goal for Dortmund
I didn't see the
today.
goal. I didn't see the goal yet.
So I told you I'm gonna pay very close attention to Joe Bellingham and see
Job,
how
yeah.
good he good he performs in the in the Bundesliga. To be honest, especially for Dortmund, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because bro, what if he becomes as good as his brother? You get what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say
Or
he will
or,
become.
or, or, or better. You know what I
I
mean?
don't, I don't think that'll happen. I'll be honest with you. It's not gonna happen
Why?
because his brothers have played for Real Madrid
Mm-hmm.
already,
Mm-hmm.
and his brothers already won a Champions League and a league title,
Mm-hmm.
including a domestic cup. I think he's won a
Mm-hmm.
domestic cup,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's pretty much completed almost the whole set in club football already.
Mm-hmm.
His brother, for me, was highly touted more. Joe Bellingham's only touted because of his brother. He's only watched because of his brother, right? Birmingham City retired Jude Bellingham's number. All right, I'm not saying that's in the debate of that. I'm not saying that's why, but Jude Bellingham, when he was playing for Birmingham, he was highly scouted by so many, by so many. Joe Bellingham was playing for Sunderland in the Championship constantly. He hasn't played in high league football, or pretty much Jude Bellingham was doing the same, but Dortmund bought him off of Birmingham City, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jude Bellingham was talked more because I think he went to United's training ground, and then that's when his name became a bit like, sort of well known, and people started watching him at Birmingham,
Mm-hmm.
and people were like, wow, what a player, what a talent, and then he got bought by Dortmund, and then Real Madrid signed him. But I don't know. I'm just chatting a lot of waffle. I don't really know exactly why. If I think he'll become better than his brother, I don't think he will. But there's a chance that he can definitely become maybe near as good. I won't say better.
Mm. Dude, there's always room for development, man, bro.
Apparently,
There's always.
Sunderland fans didn't said he wasn't a really good player. He wasn't a very good player, so he wasn't as highly talked. He wasn't talked as highly about as his brother was.
Mm.
Because his brother was ripping it up in at Birmingham. His brother was ripping it up at Dortmund. Now he's going to rip it out at Real Madrid. He almost won the league at Dortmund as well, but they choked on the last day. I remember that day so well. Dortmund should have won that league, man. And then they choked it on the last day, going on to be on top of the league. So, listen, it is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But what can we do?
Yep.
What can we do, right? But
Nada.
nata. So in the meantime, people, I'll play close attention to him, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what prospects he
Same.
could do at Dortmund, especially in the Bundesliga, because the Bundesliga do generate good talent in football. To be honest with you,
They do.
yeah.
Uh, Compared to the rest of the league, I think that league isn't as serious as compared to, like, let's say, La Liga or yeah. Because look at the Bundesliga. They're handing their best players to Bayern Munich every year. All the best players, even from Dortmund, head over to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
They just tell you everything you need to know. That league ain't serious. They're just feeder clubs for Bayern Munich. They weren't actually serious. They weren't actually serious clubs.
Bro, what you think they're gonna say no to the money? No, they're not. The club's gonna want that money, bro.
No, they're not. But at the same time, you should be aiming to compete with Bayern Munich. Because Dortmund in the past have competed with Bayern Munich and they have won titles against Bayern Munich. So I don't understand why you're feeding your rivals money and accepting the money, bro. You should be getting better.
Mm.
You know what I mean, bro?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit iffy for me. I don't know. I don't really trust these clubs. They're not really as serious compared to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is the only serious club in Bundesliga. And you can maybe say Leverkusen, but Leverkusen just wanted Eric Ten Hag, so I can't really call him serious.
Honestly, bro, I want that Eric Ten Hag project to fail. I
Of
want it.
course, so do
I
I.
want that shit
Why?
to fail, bro.
So do
I
I.
don't want him to win nothing. I want him to get sacked again. But that guy set us behind 5 years.
Yep. If he wins a domestic cup, it's okay. I'm not really gonna laugh at him.
No, I don't want him to win shit, bro. I don't want him to win
I
nothing,
think
bro.
he'll. I think he'll
Absolutely.
win. I think he'll win the DFB Pokal in his first year. Because he wins. Because he wins these domestic trophies. Big up my boss.
My boss. Bless up, bro. Bless up. So you say he's a cup manager. That's what you're saying. You say he's a cup manager.
Yeah, bro. He won 2 cups at United, being domestic cups, and he should have won
Yeah.
one. He should have won 2 in his first year.
For me, if I was
Like the
Dortmund,
Community Shield as well.
I'd be very angry they aren't serious on winning it, more on selling players and development center. Yeah, facts, facts. I agree, bro. But listen, what can you do, man? To me, the only serious club right now, I say, in the Bundesliga is Dortmund. Tuchel didn't win nothing. They sacked him. They bought Victor Company, who got relegated, got Burnley relegated, got them promoted, got them relegated, went to FC Bayern in his first season,
Yep.
bottled the domestic trophy, right? Boom. But still won the Bundesliga. But I think he got lucky on how he won the Bundesliga too.
With Thomas Tuchel.
because RB Leipzig beat, I forgot who they beat. Oh no, they drew against.
Are you talking about Thomas Tuchel in his first year?
No. I'm talking about company. Company. You know how he won the Bundesliga because other teams lost.
Mm.
Yeah.
And the year before Bayern Munich, right? When they
Bayern Munich with Thomas
sorry,
Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel a
before
lot.
Thomas Tuchel, they won the league because Dortmund bottled it on the last day. They didn't play Jude Bellingham.
Mm-hmm.
If Dortmund would have scored that penalty, I think.
Yeah.
They could have won the whole thing.
But they didn't.
They were 2-0 down.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't have bottled the league, man. Dortmund should have fired everyone.
I'm gonna share the screen, right? I'm gonna
Mhm.
show you. I'm gonna show you what.
I'm here.
No. I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna show you what this brother said. If I want him out of the club so much, I want him gone, bro. Bro. I don't like this player no more. So boom, Marcus Rashford. Of course, I love to play with Lamine Yamal. Everyone wants to play with him. The play with the best. Hopefully, we'll see. You see that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Imagine going from saying when I want to play with Ronaldo to play on the play Lamine Yamal.
Bro,
He
like,
wanted to play with Ronaldo.
really, bro, really.
He wanted to play with Ronaldo at United, and he did, right? And now he wants
Yeah,
to say. Now he says he wants to play with Lamine Yamal. So
yeah,
leave then. So leave. It's that simple. Hand in a transfer request and fuck off.
yeah.
It's not that hard. Just fuck off. We don't need you here. We don't want you here. Nobody wants to see you play for United ever again. Yeah. First and foremost, you're lazy. Yeah. You don't want you keep jogging on the pitch. People say you're Mike born and bred. You want to play for the badge. You do nothing on the pitch. Yeah. You can't even receive the ball. You can't even take the ball past the fucking defender. Yeah. So what's the point of being here? You claim you claim that you always play for the badge. You always love United. So show it on the pitch then. So show it on the pitch. You haven't shown on the pitch for 2 years. You showed a glimpse on the Ruben Amorim's first 2-3 games that he scored. He scored 2 goals against Everton. Whoopie-doo. What'd you do after that? What'd you do after that? You know? What'd you do after that? Just leave, man. I don't want to see you here at my club anymore. Simple as. I no longer want to see Rashford play for United anymore. I'm done, Rasta. I'm done. right? I don't want to see players like Rashford play for United. I want to see players like Garnacho play for United. I want to see players like Maguire, Linda. I don't want to see players like fucking Mason Mount play for United. I want to see Højlund play for United, bro. I kid you not, yeah. This like Rashford
Yes, he is.
Rashford in the first place was very, very, very good. Later on in his United career, became lazy. Lost his touch. I've lost respect for Rashford. I've completely lost respect. From the moment he gave the fans a middle finger, right? Instead of responding on the pitch, you gave the fans a middle finger and take your shit to social media. And you know what he did, yeah? He released his book the day after we lost the Europa League final. He lost his book. He released his book, yeah? After the day after we lost the Europa League final. Seriously. He released that book the day we lost the Europa League final in 2021 under Oli.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. And people were making excuses for him. But he had surgery. So why'd you play him then? So why play him then? So why is he playing then? Forget surgery. Why is he playing? Bro. Rashford, bro, people make excuses for this guy as if he's a Mancunian. So why didn't you make excuses for Danny Welbeck then? Why didn't you make excuses for Brandon Williams then or something like that? You know what I mean? Why is Marcus Rashford getting all this energy all of a sudden? He's no legend. He'll never be a legend. He's not a legend.
The only thing he could say that he won the Europa League when Wayne Rooney was there.
If he maybe would have won.
That's the only thing he could say. Bro, seriously. That's the only thing he could say. He won the Europa League.
The only time I'll accept if he had won the Premier League and the Champions League with United, fine. You call him a legend, no problem. He's not
no legend, bro.
No problem at all.
Okay.
No.
He's okay.
No. I'm saying if he won the Premier League and the Champions League with United and he stayed that long and he scored 100 plus goals, call him a legend, no problem. I call Oli a legend.
Oli scored the winner, bro. Oli scored that winner in the final.
But Oli was more like a bench impact player. He wasn't like a regular starter like Rashford was. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? So you always so you have to show the same energy for certain other players. You can't just keep showing energy for one player, having different energy for another player. Keep the same energy for everyone else. Stop being a hypocrite. It's that simple. Yes, I agree. Thank you. I would much rather have Danny Welbeck right now than I have Marcus Rashford. Facts. Because Danny Welbeck actually played for the fucking badge. He won league titles with United. He scored big goals against you. He scored big goals for us. People don't know this, but Welbeck scored big goals for United. He scored big goals for United. So,
bro, my thing is right, and this is what I can't stand with Rashford.
He even scored at the Bernabeu, bro. Danny Welbeck.
This is the thing I don't like. This is the thing I don't like about Rashford, bro. His PR team, bro. His PR team.
I was going to mention that. Rashford's only mentioned too much because of his PR team. Thank you, Arian. Facts. 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. He'll always be a legend, but he set us back as a manager. Facts. Him and Ten Hag set us back years.
Lumen, bless up, bro. So was Cheeto threatened with the same energy as Rasmus by you, Amarim? Wait a minute. What? Let me read that again.
So was Cheeto treated with the same energy as Rasmus by you, Amarim? I think he's trying to say, is Cheeto getting the exact same treatment as Rashford?
No. Big up, by the way, Lumen.
No. Sorry. I understand. No, he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't treated with the exact same energy as Rasmus. No, he wasn't.
Bro, just now I watched that.
Bro, he was protected too much. He was overprotected, man. I'm sorry.
Bro, let me tell you, I watched that game against Hong Kong. The minute we subbed off Rasmus, the minute Rasmus got subbed off, you saw how better we started to play, right?
Bro, you
the minute he came off the pitch.
Bro, in his first game, he subbed off Sekou Kone after giving a very good 15-minute cameo. After coming off the bench, 15 minutes, he got subbed off already. I know it's a postseason friendly. I know it's just games that doesn't matter. But come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean, bro?
I get it, bro. I get it. I get it, bro. But I'm just saying though. But the minute Rasmus came off the pitch, we started to play. That means for me, we should not play Rasmus Holland. Unfortunately, we bought him, so he's an asset. We had to play him, so other club could be interested in buying him or whatever. But for me, bro, like the manager should pick and choose when to play him. I don't think Rasmus should be in the starting 11. To be honest, I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. But my opinion is different. Is different. Is different from others. Uh okay. Don't give him the same time as Rasmus. At least give him some decent minutes.
No, I hear it.
I hear it. I hear it. No, no, I hear it.
No,
I hear it, bro.
no,
I hear
no,
it.
no, no, Lumen. I disagree. Give him more minutes than Rasmus.
I hear
Give
it.
him more minutes than Rasmus, and give Rasmus some little minutes. It should be the other way around, bro. Rasmus doesn't deserve 90 minutes. He can't even hold the fucking ball for 90 minutes. What's the point? Bro, he can't even control football for 90 minutes. What do you want him to do? Come off the bench and do what? You know what I mean? Bring him off the bench and do what?
But bro,
People
honestly,
that
as much
Arsenal,
as
that's
much
it.
as now Garnacho gets on my nerves now. Garnacho does more that is more serious and does as is more of a threat than
He works
Rasmus.
harder. Works
He
harder.
works harder than Rasmus, and Garnacho gets on my nerves, bro.
People like Rasmus.
Garnacho gets on my nerves sometimes.
People like Rasmus because when he scores, he's passionate. But let's be honest, we're fucking 15th. There's no time to be fucking passionate after scoring a goal when you're 15. Really.
Yeah, but bro, let me tell you this, bro. Like honestly, bro, and I'm being real honest here. The rest minutes Rasmus Holland gets next season,
The
I
better
feel
for
like the better it is will be for us as a team, bro. If he wants to come on as a substitution, comes
I would,
on as a
I would,
substitution,
I
bro.
would sell Rasmus, loan out Cheeto, or put him in the academy for a bit. And what I would do is I would probably sign a striker.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
many mistakes of Amram are being ignored by many content creators, and
Yeah,
some
that's true.
mistakes are justified in the context
Yes.
that he is still learning. Yes,
Yes.
he is still
Yes.
learning because,
Yes.
bro, we've been calling him out on this in the final. Why are you making the late substitutions in games? Why? Why you keep
Bro,
playing Rasmus
he
Holland?
brought Zerk.
Bro,
He brought,
me and
he
you
brought
are the
Kobe
only
on.
ones calling this shit out,
He
bro.
brought Kobe on
Nobody
with
else
2 minutes to go. He brought Kobe on with 2 minutes to go
to
and think we're
go.
gonna score a fucking goal. What a prat! What a prat of a manager.
Bro, this man is learning as he's go. He's not
People don't
he's
want
not change his way.
people
He'll
don't want to
stick to
blame
his
Ruben,
way.
but
Like
he
what?
costed us
This is
the
the
final.
Premier League, not the Porsche Liga.
People
Bro,
want to blame Ruben Amorim, but he costed us that final with his substitution and his tactics. I don't care. You can be Amorim, you can be Amorim in or Amorim out, but at least realize that he costed us the final with the mistakes that he with the mistakes of
it's
the
the
lineup.
substitutions for me, bro.
It's
The
also the lineup.
substitutions and
Bro,
keep playing.
Why isn't Kobe starting in the left 10 alongside Ahmad and then Xerxes up top? Why is he playing Rasmus Højlund? You throw everything at the final. Throw everything at the final, man. Throw everything at the final, bro. It's a cup.
Luman, that this comment you made right here is spot on, bro. Spot on with this
He's
comment,
being
bro.
ignored, bro.
Because me and Akavin been calling this out, bro. We've been go back and rewatch our streams on my channel and his channel. Go back. We've been calling this shit out, but nobody wanna fucking listen to what the fuck we have to say. Lumen, bruv, you spot on with this, Lumen. You are spot on with this, bro. You got to be kidding me, bro. Yo, bro, we've been saying this for a minute now, bro. And Lumen brought it up. And I bet you when Lumen goes to other channels, right? They probably say, Lumen, you're chatting shit. You don't know what you're talking about. Right, Lumen? I bet you people say you're chatting shit and you don't know what you're talking about. I'm still Amarin, but I completely agree. He cost us the finals. Yes, he did with the fucking late substitutions. The minute the second half came on, should have took off Rasmus Højlund immediately. Threw everything in the final. Yep. Okay, why loan Cheeto or send him to an academy when, assuming we sell
No,
Rasmus
no, no,
and
no, no,
get,
no.
wait, let me finish, and get
Oh,
another striker, then Cheeto could be perfect backup striker, staying at the club and learn
I
from
agree
the
with you,
first choice striker.
but don't forget we have Xerxes. Xerxes off the bench last season. You've seen a few sparks of him. He was scoring crucial goals for us off the bench against Leicester. I know it was against Leicester, but he scored that vital equalizer that got us through. That eventually got us the winner, right? That winner against Leon. Oh, not winner, but the lead against Leon. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Like, bro, it's
Mm.
like I would much rather. I think Xerxes come off the bench. Cheeto get a few minutes, sell Rasmus and buy a top striker.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, bro, I can't lie. Cunha, Mbuemo, and Xerxes will be a good.
When we get him Buemo? Because we didn't get him Buemo yet.
No, I'm saying if we get Mbuemo, yeah, you're right. If we get Mbuemo, Xerxes, Mbuemo, Cunha would be a good front three, wouldn't it?
Mm.
It'd
And
be a
it's what,
decent front.
see what Lumen says? That that's because there is a toxic over positivity. Facts.
Lumen,
Bro,
mix it up. Toxic positivity.
toxic positive, yeah,
Mix it
bro,
up.
my thing is the same comment Lumen post I just shared just a while ago. We've
Mm.
been talking about this for months, bro. Months, bro. Nobody want to listen to what the we gotta say, bro. Nobody. I'm glad Lumen said that. I'm glad he said that, bro.
Of
Yes,
course,
we have Xerxes.
it was supposed to be against a win against Leon away, but Onana. Oh yeah, fuck him as well. Get him out. Get him out as well. Get him out as well.
Yeah, Onana gotta go, bro. Onana gotta go. Onana definitely have to
We
go.
should bring back we should bring back Matej Kovar from Leverkusen, who hardly played a game. And guess who fucking sold him? Eric Ten Hag, and he has him now. So sell him back to us. Fucking bald prick. You know what I mean? I can't stand Eric Ten Hag, Rasta, bro.
Bro, the
I
man set us
can't
back
stand Eric.
5 years, bro.
He
5
sold
years.
Matej Kovar. He sold Matej Kovar to Bayer Leverkusen, who barely played. When he could have been our backup keeper instead of by India.
Yep.
Didn't even
Yep.
play by India. Played him one game and that was it. He dipped.
Rasta, I
Fucking
only
hell.
talk
Get him out of
sense
my club.
here and use
Oh, sorry, not get him
streams
out of my club.
streams of other
He's already
channels
gone.
to
My bad. He's already gone.
banter,
Forgot.
banter
Sorry, you still
nice,
random.
easy
Wait, you still random.
with shorts and active profile names. Lumen, bless up, bro. Lumen is
Sorry,
hilarious.
I thought it feels like Ten Hag is still at my club because how much of a mess we're in, bro. It still feels like he's here. That's how much he set us back. He's one of the worst things that's happened to us. And fucking Liverpool
We
for
gotta
Gerald
stick.
Kwanzaa as
We
well.
gotta stick together. You know. I want two selfies.
No,
I want two selfies.
together.
I am not Harry Potter. I am not
No.
Harry. Fuck off.
We have to stick together, eh? And we have to play the system, eh? Fuck off, man.
Yeah.
And also,
We're not selling Cristiano Ronaldo. We're gonna do very nice and good things together. Huh? So,
and
and Ronaldo left because of you, you fucking scrub.
and also, yeah, bro, Rasta. Don't forget, he's also funding Liverpool for Gerald Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
And guess what he's doing as well? Liverpool are buying Mark Guehi because of that money. And also, yeah, he signed these players that kept United back for years. And also, before I move on, yeah, Eric Ten Hag handed Liverpool their biggest win against United in Premier League history, 7-0.
7-0.
Right?
Which never happened before.
Bro, this guy was one of the worst things ever happened to United, bro. Genuinely, it's one of the worst things ever happened to this football club.
Eric Ten Hag, one of the
screw
worst
Ten Hag.
things ever. Yeah, facts.
And hope Ten Hag flops at Leverkusen.
In the context of not sacking another manager, most fans avoid criticizing Aaron, but I
Bro,
beg
Lubin,
you
doing it,
all,
bro.
please
Doing
call
everything.
spade
Bro, don't
a
worry, my guy.
spade this season and be realistic. Bro, I'm telling you, the first 10 Lumen,
Don't worry, man. Lumen, I'll be
Lumen,
there,
the
bro.
first 10 games, bro. I'm giving this manager the first 10 games. He already
Lumen,
has preseason.
Lumen.
He already have
Hold
preseason
them out after
to
the
get
Europa
this.
League final.
But we are going to hold him accountable.
Yeah,
I already went nuclear on the fucking
on my
Europa League final.
on my channel.
I
Yeah,
went I went nuclear on that. Trust me, bro. I will be calling this manager out. No one is avoid of criticism, bro. I will be calling him out. I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm not having it, bro.
bro. Lumen, I've called it out on my channel. I called him out after the Europa League final, so don't worry, man. For real, don't worry about it. I'm gonna call it as it is next season. You know me. Next season is the year of the truth. These men are gonna get exposed next year.
Yep. This is not the
We're
Portuguese,
winning nothing. We're winning nothing next year anyway. So there's no
bro.
point.
This is not the Portuguese Liga, right?
And our fans
Oh,
are
I
gonna
will not
accept eighth
change.
place.
Please.
Our fans are gonna accept eighth place. Chelsea sacked Pochettino the year they hired him after finishing 8th or 6th or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out. Get these, like, bro, fucking hell, man. Get these fans out of my club as well, man. These toxic positive fans, man, who accept every.
Bro. My thing is, right. I think, bro. Listen, Uncle Vignola, I said the first 10 game. Most men should say no. You got to give more than that. No, bro. I give him the first 10. The first game, whatever he win, lose, draw, whatever. If it's not working, and he keep saying he's not going to switch, he's not going to adapt, bro. There's a strong possibility heads will be rolling, and he will get sacked. He will get sacked.
Bro, he should have been sacked already, man. He should have been sacked already. Let's be honest. He should be sacked already. If this is another club, he's gone. He's gone even before the season ends. He's gone before the final itself. Bro, Rasta, in his first 10 games, if he hadn't improved the results, he'd have been sacked already at another serious club.
Yep.
Bayern would have sacked him.
Yep.
Dortmund would have sacked him.
Yep.
Barca would have sacked him. Real Madrid would have sacked him.
Yep.
Bro, PSG would have sacked him. All these serious clubs would have sacked him. Man City would have sacked him. Liverpool could have sacked him. Liverpool sacked Brendan Rodgers. Mm-hmm. Mid-season, like not even 6 games into the season, they sacked him already. You know what I mean, bro?
Mm-hmm.
At one point. So I'm not trying to hear another but the manager's not at fault. The manager is the one managing the fucking team. Of course he's at fault. Everyone's at fault. It's Manchester United Football Club, not Ruben Amorim Football Club. He can't be the only one singled out. Everyone should be held accountable. We are a football team. We are a team. We're a club. Everyone should be held accountable if you've had one of your worst seasons ever. If a business has one of its worst performances ever, who's at fault? A new manager coming in, right? Yes, he is. Because if the stocks don't rise, if you ain't earning, if you ain't making money, if the business ain't making money, then who's at fault? Everyone in the business, right? Even the manager that's just come in. You need to see significant improvement. We haven't seen significant improvement. You have to get the best out of what you have. You can't just you can't just sit there and be like, oh, we don't have the right staff, and what? You need to get the best out of what you have. You can't just keep on sitting there and be like, oh, this is the manager. The manager is not the problem. The employees are the problem. So train them. So talk to them. That's your team. You can't just single out one person and blame the rest of them. Everyone's at fault. You are a team, bro. Sorry, Rasta.
You're good. I don't. This excuse is that they are not his players or he needs his players for the system. I'm fed up with this logic. All I want him was to steady the sinking ship. Facts.
Yes,
Facts.
bro.
Facts.
He shouldn't be finishing 15.
But he bottled the fucking league.
But this is why I say, bro, like if you finish in your worst Premier League positions ever, what's the value for these players? You ain't gonna get good value for these players. What's the point? You need to finish in a higher position so that you can get good value for these players. You know what I'm trying to say, bro?
Yep. As a manager,
he's got 9 or something. I don't know how many points he's got. The guy's got around like 12 points out of his first.
Bro, listen. As a manager, he could have easily saved us at least 15 points by playing for a few draws tactically
Fair
and won us a point rather
enough.
than going for 3 points and end us with an embarrassing defeat and no points
Bro, but
earned.
listen, we've been sacrificing the whole season, bro, for nothing. We've just wasted another season. We should have sacked Ten Hag a long time ago. Don't know why these fans wrote a fucking sob letter to Ineos saying keep Ten Hag. For what? He finished 8th, bro.
Yeah, if he had
And
finished
Louis
fifth,
Van
if he had
Gaal
finished fifth
sacked him
or
in the
fourth, okay. But nah, bro, eighth.
Louis Van Gaal got sacked for finishing 5th and winning an FA Cup. Why can't Ten Hag get sacked for finishing 8th? Oh, but injuries. We had more. Bro, fucking Arsenal had more injuries than us, and they finished 2nd.
Facts.
And bro, and all these players, when they were fit, we were still losing games anyway. So what's the point?
Yep.
We lost to Galatasaray after being 2-1 up at home. We lost to Copenhagen after being 3-2 up. We had most of our players fit then. What's the excuse now, man? What's the excuse now? You know what I mean? Bro, these fans love to make excuses for so many managers, man. Why wasn't this energy for Mourinho? Why wasn't this energy for
Bro, I feel if Mourinho was still
Van
here,
Gaal?
we would have won back-to-back titles, bro. Back
And
to
Van
back
Gaal was using the
titles.
academy back then, and these people love young players, right? What Van Gaal was using the young players at the time, so why didn't you back him then? I want to know. He was using Fosu Mensah, using Lingard, he was using Varela, he was using Borthwick Jackson, Rashford even came in. What do you call? He used James Wilson, but this guy was using bare.
Arian, he should have been sacked from the 7-0 Liverpool.
Yes, 7-0.
Should have been sacked then.
7-0 should have been sacked
then. Losing 7-0 to Liverpool should have been sacked then. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Listen, bro. You don't want to lose against. You don't want to lose against Liverpool, bro. And we lost 7-0, bro. I still think about Liverpool, bro.
I just want to get back to Lumen's comment, yeah.
Which one?
I agree with you, Lumen, bro.
Which one? This?
No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. He should have. Instead of just saying we have to suffer. Suffer for what exactly? Suffer for what exactly? So lose every single game. Can't sell your players now. Can't move on your players. Can't buy anyone. Can't even win the Europa League final against Spurs. So what now? You know what I mean? So what now? What are you gonna do now? I'm not Amram out. I'm not yet Amram out. Not yet. All right. If people mistake it, I'm not Amram out yet. All right. I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him the first 10 games, or at least till December. Right.
Bro, you already get the first 10 for me, because if this system is not working within the first 10 games, bro, by November, December, he has to fuck off, bro. If it does not work, fuck off.
Sorry, let me just finish. Yeah. Like, I don't understand this, but losing games on purpose, because we lost games on purpose, guys. Let's just call it as it is. He was losing games on purpose. He was. All right, we were losing games on purpose. You could tell by the performance of the players in the Europa League compared to the Premier League. They didn't care about the Premier League. The only games we actually performed well was against Man City away. That was it. So I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'm just, it just pisses me off, bro. Because imagine we'd have got all those results coming in. Yeah. Imagine they came in and got all those results early on in the season. When Rashford scored that early goal against Ipswich, I was like, oh my god, no way. Are we gonna slap these men here?
And we didn't.
New lease of life.
We didn't slap nobody. We got slapped.
Yep. And guess what, bro? We got slapped every single weekend. Yeah. We got slapped every single weekend.
Yeah.
And we lost that final, bro. Got tactically outclassed by Ange. Facts.
And talk about the UCL final. We were the ones that tactically beaten by Ange the first minute. Yes.
How are you gonna sell these players without fucking? How are you gonna sell these players if you lose these games?
let
How are you?
let
How are you
us
gonna?
down. But then
Sorry.
what? No. Then what role does a manager plays in big games? Facts, bro. Lumen,
How are you?
Lumen. You speak facts. You speak
Yeah.
facts, and I see you in other chats, right? And when Lumen is in other chats, right? People want to argue with him in the comments, and he's speaking facts, bro.
Nobody's arguing with him in the comments. Everyone agrees with him.
No. I've seen in him other chats where people want to argue with him. I've seen
Okay.
it. I've seen it, bro. Bro,
I'm talking about our chat, though. Talking about our chat.
right, Alchemist.
Anyways, Ross.
All,
Sorry.
all, no, you're good, bro. All I'm saying is, bro, I'm sick and tired of these plastic fans in my club, bro.
Hmm.
I'm sick and
Let,
tired of it, bro.
let me
All
just
these
say this, right?
pretenders.
Let me say this. How are you gonna sell these players if you can't win a game? Who's gonna want these players first and foremost? You want to get rid of them. Who's gonna want these guys? Who's gonna want them? What's their value? How are you going to get rid of these guys? How are you going to get rid of Garnacho? How are you going to get rid of Rashford? How are you going to get rid of Sancho? How are you going to get rid of, Hoyland? You can't win a game with these guys. Who's going to want them? You know what I mean, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to want them?
Mm-hmm.
We suffered for absolutely nothing. Finished 15th, our worst Premier League position ever. Lost all those games. Lost all those games for absolutely nothing. Couldn't even win the Europa League final. At least win that one. At least win that.
But no, we didn't. We failed.
And I promised that it would be an explicit rant, and it is an explicit rant. You got your explicit rant today. Here you go. Here you go.
Oh shit.
You got
Man,
the
so
rant.
you got your explicit rant.
You got the rant that you asked for, people.
Mm. Mm.
But
Bro.
bro, this is why I say, you need to get the best out of what you have. It's not always you need to get your own this, your own that. You need to get the best out of what you have. Klopp came in and got the best out of what he had, at least for a bit. Roberto Di Matteo came in mid-season, replacing Andrea Villas-Boas, won the FA Cup and the Champions League. Didn't take time, didn't it? All he brought was Juan Mata. All he had was Juan Mata that season.
Mm. My
And then
first
Eden Hazard came in the following season.
mental was affected by Ollie at the wheel. Oh yeah, I hated that chant. I fucking hated that chant.
I liked
Then,
it at first. I didn't mind it at first, and then it started
then,
to get really
then
annoying later on.
no, you're good. Then affected by Eric Ten Hag ball, and this time affected by Amarin system. Next will be Rasta Star. No, bro. I mean, you want to know what my style is? Hitting the play, taking a billy club and beating the shit out of the players. I don't promote violence, but that's my style, bro.
You,
Taking a
do it
fucking
Fergie
billy
style.
club and
Do
beating the
it Sir Alex
living
Ferguson.
shit out of these players.
Do it Sir Alex Ferguson style, no?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Rashford, Sancho will leave. Rasmus is not going to go. Garnacho will leave. Anthony will leave. Onana won't go. Mount, Maguire, Shaw, Dallo are all staying.
Yeah.
But then again, Lumen, you're proving my point. There's more players that we need to get rid of than the ones that you listed. There's more than just the ones that you listed. The main ones that you listed, there's more around them that we should get rid of. In reality, if you finish 15th in your worst prime position ever, you should get rid of everyone. Everybody. Everybody should go. You don't leave the remains of, bro. If a house is lit on fire, you want to get rid of the fire, you spray it with the fire extinguisher, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't leave remains of fire there, because the remains of fire can cause a even bigger fire. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say, Rasta?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
If a house is on fire, you don't leave remains of fire there. You extinguish it all. You clear the mess out. You know what I'm trying to say, Rasta?
Yeah, I
You
get
don't leave the single bit of mess there. You don't leave a single bit of fire there. You clear out the whole fire and rebuild everything again. That's what United is supposed to do. Get rid of everyone. I mean everyone. I don't care anymore. You shouldn't leave remains of shit there. I'm not trying to say Ahmad, Euro, and all these guys are shit, but don't leave remains of your worst season ever. A house does not leave or remains a fire if it gets caught on fire. It has to clear out the whole fire. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? You know what I'm trying to say, bro? And you start again. Rebuild it all over again. That's what I compare it to.
I get you, bro. Bro, I get you.
Don't leave remains of fire there. Clear it all out. Otherwise it'll catch on fire again. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't leave mess there.
Yeah. I get it. Trust me, I get it, bro. You don't have to go all out. Bro, I get it. Trust me, bro, I get it.
No, I am going all out because I ain't gonna I ain't holding back. I promised myself I wouldn't hold back today. And you man got what you want.
Yo, bro. Bro. I
Many a
came
young,
up yeah, bro. I came up with
Lumen,
I came up with an idea, but when we ended the stream, I'm gonna tell you the idea. But I get it, bro. I get it. Lumen, what you saying? Many are young, Ama, Chido, Drogu, Heaven, and others, right? That's why Barada said target is 2028. But yo, then again, speaking of Omar Barada, right? He's a flip flop too, because he came out something 2-3 days ago. Yeah, I said,
bro, 2028 in 3 years.
2028. Then he changed it up again, bro. Like, come on, bro, make up your motherfucking mind.
If we lose to Arsenal, you'll be out. Maybe. It depends. It depends on the severity of the loss. If we lose 5-0, I'll be for sure. I will be. But if we lose like 2-1 a competitive game, I'm expecting us to lose that game anyways. I'll be honest with you. I think we'll lose that game anyways. Arsenal.
Will in 3 years we will win the Premier League?
No.
I don't say we're there yet. Unless this club take it serious and get rid of the shit that's at our club. Unless they take it serious and get rid of the shit at our club, no.
I expect us to win the league by 2040.
Man said 2040. What? Nah, bro. Nah.
I don't see us winning the league next year. I don't see us winning the league in the next 3 years, bro. Are you mad? In 3 years, with this dross here, no, I ain't expecting us to win the league. No, we ain't gonna get rid of them anyways. They ain't gonna go anywhere. How are we gonna sell these guys? No one wants them. We can't find buyers. We can't find any suitable buyers. What's the point? You might get a few. You might get a few odd million quid here and there. But you ain't gonna get what do you call it? You ain't gonna get replacements for these guys. This club ain't gonna go buy replacements for these guys anyway. They ain't gonna replace them. They ain't gonna replace them. They ain't gonna spend the money like that, right? Because all they care about always PSR. Sometimes you have to take the hit. Nottingham Forest took the hit, and look how they ended up.
Okay, the board.
Right, Rasta? Look at Nottingham Forest.
But you know what I like about Nottingham Forest owner? The man went on pitch and went off on his manager, bro. He stood on business. Jamie Carragher and all of these little freaking brown envelope pundits talking about always disrespectful. If I was an owner and I spend money and all this shit happened and I came on the pitch to stood on business. Come on, bro. Your board only have got the change in the personality, but not the ideology. It's still the same. Facts, bro. Full of shit. Monkey D. Luffy, what's up, bro? United.
That's my guy from back home. Big up.
Yeah, bless up, bro. United losing the first game is
a blessing.
The blessing because the last time they lost the first game, United got UC.
Losing is never a blessing.
It's never a blessing, bro. You want to win all the time. You want to win all the time, right? The curse will only
be longer than
after 30 years, like that. Liverpool.
Don't bring up the next comment, please. Do not bring up the next. Don't bring up the next comment. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. I'll just respond.
Bro, I don't really want to talk about that. I really don't want to talk about that, bro. I seen it. My base. I don't want to talk about that, bro. No disrespect, bro, but that's a sensitive situation, bro. Yeah, that's sensitive. and I live where he lives, bro. And I not where he lives, but a few states over, bro. No, 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 no. No disrespect, my base, but I don't I don't even want to I don't even want to touch that sensitive subject, bro. That subject
Lumen,
is so subject
Lumen.
sensitive.
When was the last time United won the league? 2013. I said 2040. Right? How many
Mhm.
years is that? How many years is that? From 27 years? 27
Yes.
years?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I expect us to win the league by 2040. So 27 years from 2013. So how many years from now? 14 years
Mhm.
from now? Sorry, 15 years from now? Yeah, 50, I think in 15 years we'll win the league again. I hope I'm
Mhm.
wrong. I hope we win it. Bro, I hope we win it next year. Hell, I hope we win it next year. But it ain't going to happen. So 27 years, yeah. I hope he quits, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
He needs
yeah.
to, he needs to, he
He
needs to
should
have, he needs
go.
to have a bit of shame. He needs to have a bit of shame about it. If he's not doing good, yeah, he shouldn't stay. He shouldn't stay like Ten Hag. Ten Hag did. Ten Hag should have quit if he had a bit of shame about it. Managers, bro, if you ain't doing well, you should quit. Have a bit of shame about you. Don't make yourself look bad or look
Bro,
worse than anybody else.
I feel like when Jose was there and we won a Europa League and we won a League Cup, I had hope. I had
But you know
hope.
what, bro? But you know what it is, bro. Ruben Amorim's not one of those guys that I'm gonna say I wish bad for him. Like I wish bad for Ten Hag. At least Amorim, you know what it is. He says things I can get on side with. Ten Hag was just
Thanks
pissing
for
me off.
understanding, bruv.
Yeah,
Thanks for
just
understanding, bro.
Ten Hag kept pissing me off after every press conference, and I couldn't stand what he says. So Ten Hag, I ain't wishing him the best of luck. But Amorim, you know what? I hope he's still a young manager. He can still succeed somewhere else. So I ain't gonna, really gonna. I ain't gonna get upset at Ruben Amorim. Like, I don't think he'll be. I don't think he'll be. I don't think he'll do bad in his career. I think he'll go succeed somewhere else. At
Yeah.
United, I don't know. And bring up this comment here. This
Which
one
one?
here. The Liverpool getting a striker potentially. Liverpool have already got Verts, Frimpong, Kirk has signed. Money coming in for Jao Kwanzaa, replacing him with Mark Guehi, right? Not
Yeah.
only that, they're gonna sign a striker, maybe Isak. If they have the money for Isak, they're gonna get Isak, right? Or whoever, right? They already have Salah extended, Van Dijk extended, Alisson's coming in. They have a backup replacement for instead of Kelleher. Kelleher's gonna leave, so they brought Mohamedashvili in. Bro, talk to me about that. Gravenberch in midfield. Bro, they have a stacked team, man. Liverpool have a stacked team. They might even sign a left winger to replace Luis Diaz if he leaves. They're winning number 21 before we do, bro. 100%. They even win, bro. Hell, they might even win 24 before we do. And I hate to say it, but they might even do it, bro. They're way ahead of us now. You know what I'm trying to say?
Did you find 1,000 interviews?
Which one? Which one, bro? Which one? Which one? The Amorim ones, the Ruben Amorim ones, or the Ten Hag ones?
Yeah, which one? Be a little bit more specific,
Yeah,
Matata.
the Ten Hag ones, because the Ten Hag ones, fucking hell, they piss me off way too much, bro. Oh no, some of the ones that Amram did, I understood it, but some of the ones,
On a serious, not to cut, on a serious note, I feel
yeah,
like our club managers they do too much fucking interviews, bro. Too much
yeah,
fucking interviews, bro.
they
Enough
just
with the
they
fucking
press the
interviews,
media too
bro.
much, man. Just shut up and get going. Yeah, bro. No, I'll be honest with you, right? The one after the Europa League final, maybe because I didn't want to pay attention to it. I understood the ones that the early ones. I was like the earlier days. I was like, okay, I did. Of course, sometimes they irritate me. The press conferences, post match interviews. Of course they do because after a loss, you just don't want to you don't even want to associate with that.
Yeah.
You don't even want to read it. So I don't know, man. I honestly, bro. Yeah, they did, but not that they said. Okay, Amram not so much as Ten Hag because Ten Hag was just annoying. He just kept doing ha. Shut up, man. You know what I mean? He kept
I know
doing
what you
just
mean.
ha after every single. Like, it just that one irritated me. That one irritated me for sure. Yes, but the ones that he did, the ones that the earlier days, I was okay. I accepted it because it was his first few. But then the second season, the second and third and a half season, because he was here for a bit in the third season. So yeah, it kind of did.
Yo, bro, that comment, bro. That comment,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
This comment, bro.
yeah, that's true. It's true.
Bro.
I
Aaron
can't
talks more than
I can't
Goldbridge and Rasa combined on all their streams.
I
Yo,
can't
bro,
stand Goldbridge. I can't stand
bro,
Goldbridge anyways. I can't stand Goldbridge anyways.
bro. I can't stand that guy either, bro. Yo, bro,
Yeah,
you know.
brown
Let me tell you something about that guy, Goldbridge. Yeah, let me tell you something about that guy.
brown envelope.
He's a walking contradiction. You know when he was in New York the other day. I saw him, right? I saw
You
people
did?
running up to him, taking photos and all that shit, bro. I'm
No
like,
way. You saw him.
I saw him, bro. I know the areas he was posting this video. I'm like, wait a minute, I know that area, and I happened to be one of the areas, so I saw the guy, right? Tell me how a few years back he was talking shit about Talk Sports. Oh, I'll never associate myself with Talk Sports. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. Blah blah blah. And then boom, he went to work for Talk Sports, bro. How you talk shit about somebody, go work for them for a bit, and then you go back to do your own thing? No, that guy's a walking contradiction, bro. And some of the stuff that he posts and tweets. Get out of here, man. Guy's a walking contradiction, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I can't really stand that guy, but whatever, man. Whatever, bro. Those who want him, they can have him. You get me?
Yeah, I can't stand him as well.
Yeah. People
I didn't mind the channel when Flex was still there.
yeah. He said hate
I
him,
actually
love him.
I actually met Flex over here in Thailand. He came for the United Liverpool one. I actually
Yeah.
met Flex. I met him here.
Nice.
Flex. So yeah.
Hate him, love him, but he is attracting subscribers and viewers. He is fully taking advantage of the club situation. Yeah. But
He's fully taking advantage of the club situation by basically telling us that Ten Hag was not the problem by saying that Rasmus is a great striker when he can't do shit on the pitch. He's doing this for the money, bro.
yeah.
I'm doing this thing for authenticity. I'm not doing this for
Bro, I'm being very transparent. Very
Now, people call me
transparent.
negative all they like. I don't give a shit. They call me negative all they like. I'm just saying it as it is. I ain't here to sugarcoat nothing. I'm just here to say things as it is, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is.
Yeah.
Instead of just being toxic positive, just be realistic of what the club is. Let's just say things as it is.
They look at the club as a cash cow.
Rather than lying to yourself about it and being toxic positive and just getting all upset about it. People want to call us negative because we're realists.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
We're realists. Oh, they're negative. They're this, they're that.
But I appreciate all the love and support as always.
Yeah. I have used all my 4 profiles here. I have 4 more, but I feel lazy to use them. Wait. Wait a minute, bro. How many profiles you have?
This is Lumen, right?
Yeah.
Bruh. He's used 3 already. Or is that dark?
Man say he was 4.
Wait, hold on a minute. Lumen. Wait. Don't tell me you're a mob boss as well, man.
Man, that's 18 total.
Don't tell me you're also mob boss and dark row, man. No way.
Bro,
No
what?
way.
That's hilarious, bro.
Oh man, fucking hell.
Bro, that's hilarious, bro.
That's mad.
Hilarious.
Don't tell me you've also hijacked Arian's account. No, I'm kidding. Arian's my pal. I know. I know him.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So at least he's not mob boss. Okay, he's not mob boss. Fine. So I don't think mob boss. Oh no, I don't think mob boss is a United fan. I don't think he's a United fan. Mob boss.
Bro,
Never
listen.
mind.
You know what? I respect it, bro. I
I do.
respect it. Can you know why?
What's that profile picture though? I can't really see it. I can't really tell.
I don't know what his profile picture is.
Can't really tell what it is.
It's my way of relief from club situation. Bro, you gotta express yourself
Of
in
course,
different
fair enough.
ways. Yo, bro, give me a second, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, no worries. But you, man, make sure you guys are subscribing to Rasta's channel. Subscribe to my channel as well. I'm getting close to 335 subs, just 2 subs away. Sub to this man's channel. He's just reached 870, so big up to him every single time. Get him to 880 now. Come on. Every single video, every single live, 10 more and 10 more. He's 20 away from 820. Sorry, he's 30 more away from 900 subs. So you, man, sub to my channel as well. Especially this guy though. He works hard. So yeah, sub to Rasta's channel and my channel. Get me to 335. Just 2 subs needed, people. Come on, 2 subs needed. Links in the title. And get your questions coming in. I'll be reading them. No, I'm sorry. I can't really give my thoughts on all of that right now. I don't do politics on Sports Talk, mate. Sorry. I don't do all those politics on Sports Talk. I don't do politics on my channel. I don't do politics on Rasta's channel. Neither anyone else's channel. Although I do have something to plug though. My pals over on Rumble, app called Rumble, they've got a platform called Authentic World Analysis. So do check them out. Do check them out. Authentic World Analysis. I'm gonna leave it in the chat. Yeah. Download the app called Rumble. Channel. Authentic World Analysis. By Augustia and King. There you go, Lumen. So those are the channels right there. So that's the channel right there. Authentic World Analysis is the channel, and you can go check their politics stuff. I ain't gonna speak politics on anyone else's channel. I keep it sports only. But any other questions, you man, keep them coming in the chat. I'll be reading the comments in the chat, people. Just give me your comments. Yeah, no worries, Lumen. Just go and check those. But anyways, anyone want to ask any more questions? Make sure you guys, ask all the questions here. I'll be reading them. Rasta, while he's coming back, subscribe to Rasta as well. Subscribe to myself, and yeah, keep the comments coming, people. But yeah, anyways, my thoughts on the football club are just my own personal thoughts. I don't really associate with other YouTubers on their own thoughts. My thoughts are just my own thoughts. I don't give thoughts based off other YouTubers who I follow. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own thoughts on football clubs. We ain't going to, we keep it as it is. We keep our opinions as it is. We say things as it is. So yeah. But yeah, make sure you guys do check out the channel I sent you out if you like Authentic World Analysis. So yeah. But keep your questions coming in the chat, people. Keep your questions coming in the chat. Yep. As Rasta says in the chat, we speak the truth and we speak our mind. We don't sugarcoat facts. I respect it as well. Nothing. No comments on World War. No comments on politics. Nothing. Nothing. This is a sports talk. My channel is also sports. Keep it sports only. Like I said, people, go check out Rumble, Authentic World Analysis. They've got all the talk there on their channel. Everything's on Authentic World Analysis, so make sure you guys go check them out, so they can and show them some support as well, because they do shows weekly. They do shows on a Sunday. Yeah, exactly, Rasta. Tell them we don't want to lie and say the wrong thing. Exactly. Now, big up King. See, this man's channel right here. This is King's channel, the Rumble channel that I was talking about in the chat. You know what I'm trying to say? The channel I plugged, Authentic World Analysis, is African King Academy's channel. So go check his channel out. And check his YouTube channel out as well. Get him to 40 subs, people. Come on. To answer your question, Flossie, Liverpool fans are not willing to spend 50 million in Isak. It's because they spent 150 on Wirtz already. So they're worried that maybe the PSR might affect them spending another 150 on Isak. You know what I'm trying to say? So no, King is from he's from the UK. He's from the UK. But his ancestry is from Africa. Yes, it's his ancestry. Yes, but he's from the UK. But yeah, big up to you, King. Hope you're well. And yeah, like I said, people, subscribe to Authentic World Analysis. So if you want to ask questions about politics, ask questions about war, check it out. Check him out all over there. Check him out there. Because I ain't gonna answer any questions about war, politics, or whatever it is on here, religion. A few basic questions on religion, maybe I can answer that, but I can't really answer questions about world war and politics. Not on Sports Talk, not on Rasta's channel, not on anyone else's channel, not even on my own channel, because it's all sports talk only, people. As I say, because I don't want to get suspended. I don't want to get, I don't want people to feel sensitive. I don't want people to have a disagreement with me. Politics is a very sensitive topic, so always be careful what you say about politics, because it could go wrong one way, and it could cause massive it could cause a massive disagreement. It could cause a massive fallout between me and other people. So I wouldn't want to talk about politics and just offend other people. You know what I mean? So always be careful what you say about politics and world war and everything.
Yeah, bro. Big up King, by the way. Big up King in the chat.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So I plugged King's channel in the chat area so people can go ask questions about politics on there.
You know what, King? You know what, King? I'm gonna send the link to you now. You're gonna come up here, and all three of us is gonna discuss this. I'm gonna share the link to you now, King. Hold up.
I'll tell you what we need, King. Embuemo. We need Embuemo. We got Kevin. Hope you're well. We need a midfielder, a ball-winning midfielder. We need.
Just send the link to you, King.
We need a ball-playing center back. We need a ball-playing center back because Martinez cannot defend the wide areas. We need a left-sided center back. So I would bring in a left-sided center back, and I would bring in a new keeper. Actually, no, keeper's number one, then a striker's number two. That's what we need because we already have Cunha who can score goals. If we're bringing in Buemo, that's already goals there plus Xerxes and Ahmad. So I'm not worried about the goals now. I'm more worried about the goalkeeper. We need that goalkeeper, man. Goalkeepers need it, and then the strikers need it, and then we'll need a right-sided 10. Nah, Flossie. If Rasta doesn't like somebody, he's not gonna go and do it. He's not gonna go and get it just for clicks. He's not gonna do things for clicks. Rasta ain't gonna do things for clicks.
No, I'm not doing that, bro. Listen, I'm a very different YouTuber. You feel me? I may not be as up there like all these other YouTubers. I don't do clickbait stuff or none of that, bro.
I should have met Rio Ferdinand, to be honest with you.
Huh?
I could have met Rio Ferdinand. He was here for 24 hours in Thailand. I could have gone to meet him and interviewed him, but I didn't. And I asked on me. But at the same time, he was at an event.
Yeah, I don't do that, bro. To be honest with you,
Mm.
I don't got time for that. I feel like that creates a different type of toxicity, and me, I'm not about toxicity in my life, bro. I'm just trying about the grow a strong niche community that we could talk about football.
If
We
you like Goldbridge, you like Goldbridge.
yeah,
It's up to you.
you
I
like him
get
or
it.
whatever,
Yeah,
bro.
you're up to you. I
But
don't really care.
but
I don't.
me personally, bro, we could talk about football, talk about other sports, talk
I
about
used to like.
movies,
I
video
used
games,
to.
stuff like that. Bro,
Yeah,
I don't do none of that, bro.
but
I don't
I'll be honest.
indulge in that.
I'll be honest with you, Rasta. I used to like Goldbridge. I
Yeah.
used to like. I used to not mind him. But at the same time, I'm not. Yeah, I know Steven Gerrard's here, but I ain't gonna meet no Liverpool legend, bro. Yeah, I mean, keep it Man United. But anyways, as I was saying, things changed over time. His opinions started changing. His way of managing his channel started changing. The way he treated certain other YouTubers as well was awful. So I ain't gonna get into that much. I ain't gonna get into that too much. So I can't really, I'm not really gonna say what I'm about to say, but yeah, I don't like him now. I used to like him, but the way he treated other YouTubers, poor.
Yeah.
Very, very, very poor. Sorry.
We're not here to bash or hate anybody, but bro,
Mm.
we're just gonna do our own thing,
Okay,
bro.
I'll be right back.
You know?
I'll be right
Yeah,
back over there.
do your thing. People, we're just here doing our own thing. Like I said, just build a nice niche community on on YouTube. I see where it goes someday, but I am not gonna really hate on nobody or nothing like that, bro. But I'm a person. I try my best to be very straightforward as I possibly can. I'm not here gonna like say, oh, this person this and this person that and blah 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 and blah. No, I don't got time for that, man. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be here. You know what I mean? If it comes to my players on my team, if I need to cook them, I need to chef them. That's different. But other than that, guys, nah, man. Let's just chat and vibes and talk footy and talk amongst other things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yo, what we got here, bruv? What we got here, bruv? What we got here, bruv? What we doing here, bruv? Look at yo, bruv. This man is flexing on us, people. This man is flexing.
Nah, it's just the last. That's the last time my club was serious. That's why I have it up there.
Man said this is the last time my club was serious. I feel you. I feel you, bro. So what's going on, bro?
Yeah, all good, all good. Everything good in life, but football, not so much. Not
Yeah,
so much.
I know. I see y'all took a y'all got put in a spliff.
Yeah, I had a rant on my channel. I put it up yesterday.
I watched some of it, but I fell asleep. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it.
That was
Yo,
Yeah, I was pissed.
King. Let's react to your rant, bro. Let's
Nah,
react.
nah,
Let's
nah, nah.
react to
You-
King's rant, people.
YouTube copyright. Let's do it off air.
Seriously, they'll do that.
I think so. Yeah, YouTube can do it. Yeah.
Won't copyright my own video.
Yeah. Like, cause they do it to some people as well. By the way, you play your own video, they copyright you.
Well,
I think they-
why? But it's my video,
No, I know, but they did it to AFTV once as well.
bro. But it's but
I
what?
know, but YouTube does it. Like sometimes they do weird shit. Like just
So,
be
so
careful.
basically, bro, if me and you do a video and I want to
Mm.
react a video, you mean to tell me I can't go back and rewatch the video?
No. I'm talking about if you play somebody else's video on your channel while he's still there, they can still copyright that. I don't know. YouTube does some really, really weird shit. Like this is what I've seen in the past. Okay, it's not from me. It's what I've seen in the past. They've copyrighted people before. So just be careful. But anyways, it's up to you. I mean, I think we can do it if you want. No, I'm just saying, just be careful with a few things.
Bro, that shit just broke my spirit when you told me that just a while ago, bro. YouTube,
No, I don't know, man.
not you, good, bro. YouTube, you have too much fucking rules, bro.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You got
That's
too
why
much
most
fucking
people go on
rules.
Twitch.
If my brethren,
clickbait.
if my brethren has a clip I want to show on my channel. I react to it. I can't do it. Get out of here, man.
King, are you buying the new Chelsea shirt?
It depends which one. I like the away kit. I'm waiting for the third kit. I'm waiting for the third kit.
You mean draft? What drafts you talking about? What drafts? What drafts you talking about?
Oh, it's like when you do a football draft where you pick players and then.
Oh, okay. We could do that one of these days. We could. What you said about this? Rasta Flowers of the football has sold himself to Mark Goldbridge and does streams on United Stand. Yeah, I heard about that. And this is why you see these we three brethrens right here, right? We three brethrens right here. We're nothing like that, bruv. We're nothing like that, people. Sorry, like we are nothing like that.
Yes, thank you, the United Terrorists. Facts. He did. I completely lost respect for him.
Yes.
I completely lost respect for him because he did that, bro. I used to like Terry so much, you know, when he was doing shows with Lee Gunner, when he was doing shows with all these top YouTubers. But I stopped, man. I stopped because you know what it is? He started clickbaiting using other clubs' titles. Bro, Arsenal are scary. Why are you trying to sell clicks of other clubs?
Yeah, you know who?
Do it with your own club, man. Don't do it with other clubs.
Bro, you know who does that too?
And even Henry Wright does
yes.
it. He's a Spurs.
Oh my gosh, Arsenal are scary.
Well, he's a Spurs fan and he's doing the Arsenal click. Are you mad? Arsenal click as a Spurs fan, bro. Nah, do me a favor.
It's wild.
I'm sorry, man.
That's wild, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Do you know what I would do? You know, I would do United as scary as my own channel because you know why? Because it's my club. I would do it for my own channel because it's my club. United are scary.
Bro.
Yeah, we're scary as shit. That's what we are.
Let me tell you this. I have remember I did a stream with Shane Gunner, the Arsenal fan.
Oh yeah,
bro. I was watching his channel on the way to work one morning, right? And big up to Shane Gunner, by the way, people. If you haven't subscribed to Shane Gunner, go subscribe to him. He's a passionate and true Arsenal fan. And if you're a passionate and true fan, you have my respect, bro. This man was cooking a girl, bro. Cooking him, bro. And I was watching Lee's stream earlier with him, Shane, and a girl. And this, he was getting tight at this guy, bro. I'm like, yo, see? This guy, a girl is just dancing around the goalpost. I don't want to ask the fucking questions. So guys like Flowers and all of this other bullshit.
I swear it was the same guy that said trophies are irrelevant. So it is.
Yes, he is.
I can never take the guy seriously again.
Yep. You also passionate Arsenal fan. Yeah, I know he is. Yo, thanks. I told Hugh, I'm gonna introduce you to serious Arsenal fans, bro. Go listen to Shane. You fucking learn something. But yeah, King, what up, man?
So yeah, for my team, I had a little run. I was pissed. I was pissed off. The problem I have is, and I said this on my video. I said this a lot on my video as well. I'm tired of football teams talking a lot. A lot of PR, a lot of talking, a lot of saying, "Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that." For me, actions speak louder than words. I said that multiple times in my video. Because at the end of the day, you can say whatever you like. You can say words. Words don't mean anything. You could say that you care about the Club World Cup. You can say that you want to win the league. You can say that you want to dominate England. You can say that you want to get the right players in for a transfer window. You can talk the talk, but if you don't walk the walk, then you're a liar. You're a charlatan. You're putting the wool over my eyes. And I've been around long enough to see when I'm being lied to. And for me, up until this point, I've been lied to. They had 10 days to make the team better. They didn't. They only gave me Liam Delap. So you don't care about the Club World Cup. Now you're telling me, one moment you're telling me we didn't buy players in January because we're going to wait till the summer to get players for the Club World Cup. Now you're telling me you don't want to do Club World Cup tax. Then you're going to tell me, oh, Club World Cup is just preseason. Oh, it's just a part of this season, blah, blah, blah. It's not that important. Then you're going to say in the summer, oh, we couldn't get these players because they were asking for too much money. Then when the season starts and you don't have the right players, you're going to say this next story and that next story. Then on deadline day, you're going to sign some next bum for 50, 60 million or a superstar. And then you're going to tell me next January when we're in a position to be successful again, oh no, we don't have money at the moment. We spend it all. You keep lying to me. If my club keeps lying to me, why do I believe? I support Chelsea Football Club. I don't support Clear Lake. I don't support when Stanley and the other bum Stuart, the sporting directors. I don't support the players. I don't support the manager. I support the club. I want the club to be successful. If any bit of that club is doing crap, get them out. So for me, sporting directors, the goalkeeping coach, both of them can go. Because I don't know if they're blind, dumb, stupid, but I don't know in what world do they think Robert Sanchez is a number one goalkeeper? In what world? In what world do you talk about experience and not bring him in? In what world do you look at this club and say, oh, we're only getting under 25s? But you don't even get the best in class. You don't even get the best under 25s. You had the chance to get Elise. He went to Bayern. You had the chance to get some experience with Magnon. He went nextwhere. Like, man, this pisses me off. This team, 100%. I'm tired of it. I'll be honest with you. I can't be asked. And you see this thing behind me right here? That's the last time we were a serious club. Last time we won a big trophy. But yeah, that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say on that. I don't know what happened to the rest of them.
Bro, man went on a rant. So I had to give him the big screen, bro. I had to give him the big screen.
That was Robert Abramovich. That was the day he was serious. That was the day Robert Abramovich was your owner, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ever since we've had Clear Lake and ownership, and this is the thing about this that people don't talk about. It wasn't that he wanted to leave the club. It was the government. The government came in, told him, "Oh, you're Russian, get out." And he had to sell it. And guess what? It could have been worse. We could have been in a United City situation and had Ineos as our owners. We could have had another group that were a bunch of Zionists. I'm not going to talk any more politics than that. But if you know about that group, then you know about that group. But for me, it was such a quick process.
The Ricketts.
The Ricketts. They were wrong uns. But
they nearly bought us too. They nearly bought us too. I didn't want to. I would much rather be owned by the Glazers than the Ricketts. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, bro. And then the process was so quick that when they didn't even do the due diligence to check up the club. They're still finding financial stuff years later that they're trying to smooth over anyway. But when you get forced to a new leadership, and this is the thing about it, that's not the starting point. The starting point is when Roman Abramovich wasn't even allowed in the country. He was going to build a new stadium, rebuild Stamford Bridge, rebuild the whole area. He had the plans ready, sorted. Big money he was going to spend. But then they said, you can't stay in the country. He scrapped it all. Then next thing, you take the club from him, and you still haven't put the funds to where it's meant to go in Ukraine. You still haven't.
Single time, by the way. Shout out Johnny Minerals. He lands it every time. He lands the minerals every single time.
And the thing for me is, I tried to trust them. I said, okay, they're spending big money, 1.5 billion. Okay, cool. I like that. All right, I like some of the principles that you went with. But this summer was the summer where you had to put yourself to the next level. This is the summer
sorry, Cutting King, but Bowley handed it over to Clear Lake, Clear Lake handed it over to, what was it?
To Egbali and them, man.
Yeah, it's Igbali. Yeah.
Igbali is not the issue. The issue is the sporting directors, because when it comes down to getting the best of the best,
Marino was the right person.
Who?
Marino, the person.
I had issues with Marino towards the end of Roman's era. They didn't spend money, so that was a whole nother issue.
Maybe because it was COVID. It was COVID. To be fair with you,
not to interject. So people, King's link is in the description. So if you haven't subscribed to King, subscribe to his channel. He's on his way to 100 subs. So please, if you have not subscribed to King's channel yet, subscribe to his channel. And if you haven't subscribed to Alkavin's channel, subscribe to his channel.
Don't worry about me.
So man them in the chat. Just do the right thing and sub to my brothers.
Also, I plugged King's what do you call authentic one analysis because people ask me politic questions and I was like, I can't answer these guys, but I have people who do politics. So King and Augusta.
Yeah, we do it on Rumble ever so often. We try
Rumble, yeah.
weekly shows on that. But
Yeah.
for me, the problem with this is this: if we're not pushing to be the best to add experience, Mike Mignon didn't get it over line. Elise didn't get it over line. Even Gittins, the player that you wanted, talk about Club World Cup. What does that mean? These are just words. You're just regurgitating crap. And for me, the reason I think that we messed up is those 10 days. You had 10 days to improve the squad for the Club World Cup. This Club World Cup is important. You know why? Because it's the first of its kind. You know what happens when you do the first of your kind? You're in the history books forever. The first team to win the proper Club World Cup. Badge on your chest for 4 years, said you won it. You ownership said that we're trying to win this tournament. You didn't show it though. Oh. And then these sporting directors and that goalkeeping coach that think Sanchez is so good are still around. Get rid of all three of them. They're scrubs. I want the best of the best. They are absolute scrubs. I'm tired of them.
Man said they're scrubs. They're scrubs. They're King. I think this comment referred to you, bro. Yo.
I'm also part of the anti-bridge gang. Not sure why, but which.
No, brigade. He said brigade.
Brigade.
Anti-brigade. Sure. But yeah, United Terrace sub to King's channel and sub to my channel, so you know that so you know what we talk about on there. Kevin, don't worry about what he says. Yeah, he'll calm down in his own time. This is a place where we can say what we think, say what we like about our clubs. Yeah, we ain't chilling. Yeah, we ain't here to back down. We ain't here to what do you call? How do you say it again? We ain't holding back. We're just gonna say it is,
bro. All of us go on a rant. I went on a rant. Alvin went on a rant. King go on a rant. All of us go on a rant, bro.
I did mine already. I did my part. Now it's King's turn to do his. I went on mine already about this fucking club and this manager. Even though I don't want the manager out yet, I will eventually be if he doesn't. If shit doesn't.
Yo, bro.
No, I hate because that's the thing. The thing for me is, I would be calm if my club does the right things. If they brought in players in these 10 days for us to win the Club World Cup and we won the first 2 games. But no, we don't buy no players. We buy one player when we need 5 or 6. We win the first game, cool. The second game, we're doing experiments like it's a preseason tour. Like we're in Japan or South Korea doing tour. This is a tournament going up against one of the best.
Inter lost 1-0 right last night.
Yeah, they
won. They won 2-1.
Oh wait, they won.
Yeah, they came back at the last minute. They nearly lost though. But look, these South American teams for the most part have won or drawn.
My Japanese dons, bro.
Yeah, they did. They nearly did that. But
I have an AC Milan shirt that they're gonna lose.
And don't get me started on Jackson getting a red card after 5 minutes like an idiot.
Nicholas Jackson.
These are the things that I talk about when it comes to my club, is that I need my club to be the best. And if I'm not the best and I'm acting stupid and the club's acting stupid, I'm going to look at what is stupid and I want to get rid of it. And Enzo, Maresca, I'm on you as well, because I don't know why you're trying to do experiments and put Reece James in midfield. He's a right back. Play them in the right position. We have Andre Santos and Asugo, young ballers that could have played that game and would have dominated that midfield.
You have Esteban, don't you?
No, he's still at Palmeiras for now.
Yo, see this comment right here? See this comment right here, bruv? This is what we are about. Whether anybody agree or disagree with us, that's what we are about. We're not here. We're not brown envelopes. We're not sellouts. We don't do clickbait shit. We speak from the heart and we speak with passion.
Bro,
that's what we're about.
Sorry to cut in, yeah. The football terrorists, right? Posted 1 day before United are in good talks with Gyökeres. Then the following day they post Arsenal in talks with Gyökeres, and then they say Sesko, and then they say this and that. Bro, stop fucking lying to us and actually say things as it is. We don't want to see clickbait shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I kid you not. Bro. The football terrorist does this shit, man. They love to clickbait this every single time.
Yeah.
One day Mbeumo's close to United. One day Gyökeres is close to United. Then Arsenal are gonna sign Gyökeres. Bro, just shut up and stop lying to us. We don't need your lies.
Hold on a second. Rasta will only respect our comments till super chat card coming. No.
I don't need your donations. Nobody needs your donations. I don't even want your super chats. I just want your comments like this. Free of charge comments.
Bro. One thing with me, Alcavin and King could tell you, I live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. I work 2 frigging jobs.
No, he's just bantering.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I work with two frigging jobs just to survive. But bro, listen, if anybody want to send a super chat, that's on them. I don't beg, I don't ask, because I do see people ask for super chats. I do see YouTubers ask for super chats. I don't do that.
But then you'll still get money from the ad revenue eventually, and you'll get money from the YouTube itself. So combined, get money from YouTube alone. You don't need your super chats to get money.
True.
But also, sorry, let me say this quickly. Yeah, did you hear the IRS bullshit did you hear the IRS stuff that Lee Gunner and Rance was saying about the IRS thing?
Go ahead. What was saying?
The money revenue that the IRS are getting compared to the U.S. agency.
No, tell me. I'm listening. Tell me.
No, you know, like when you get paid by YouTube, right? A certain amount of percent goes to the IRS. They're pretty much taking some of your salary from YouTube away.
Yeah.
It's like an agency that does it, and I'm like, they've tried to call the agencies in America to try and help, but they couldn't do it. And yeah, this IRS needs to be binned, bro.
Bro, imagine how I feel about it, bro.
Taking money away from YouTubers when they're working extra.
Bro. Imagine how I feel, bro. Right? King is right, but was he?
And I'll say it live on air. I don't give a shit.
But was he all happy with what the club did the year they won their last major trophy?
Oh, well, it depends what you say when major. But the year we won the Champions League, yes, I was happy. But in terms of last season, I was happy with what we did. Top 4 in a trophy, I can take that. That's good. But but the season's done. You got a 10-day transfer window and the Club World Cup.
King top 4 ain't good.
Let me go back.
I'm talking about relative to what we were the season before.
I'm gonna go back to United Terrace comments earlier about this. Also, apart from the no, not that one, not that one, guys, not that one. This one right here. There's more anti-Arsenal fan channels than pro ones, and the anti-Arteta channels are increasing every day. With Shane at least with 100. Bro, I disagree. Shane is an actual Arsenal fan. Like
no. Rasta, I'll say it. Sorry to cut it in, bro. I'll say it. There are more Arteta sexuals than there are anti-Arteta.
Yes, bro. Yes.
It's true.
Yeah, yes, bro.
True.
Yes.
That's
true. Funny. Arteta sexual.
No, they are. That's what they are. I look at the Arsenal fans calling it out, but they get called negative and toxic because they can't handle the truth. These fans.
Yeah.
Because they want to believe everything's right, everything's going well when it's not. You've won nothing in 5. You've won nothing in 5 years. You think everything's gonna go? You think everything's okay? No, it's not.
No, bro. Basically, every other club around them wants
panic station.
them.
What it is. It's panic stations, and bro, it's you'll have a certain people who follow a certain thing. If you're Arteta in, fine. If you're Arteta out, fine. Doesn't make you any less of a fan. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
Nobody should be torn down because of an opinion on something at a club. You support a club if you give an opinion that's not in the majority, that's in the minority, you'll get called toxic and negative and a fake United fan, which in truth is what the world it's what how the world works nowadays. It's how social media works nowadays. They can't handle the truth, these people. So I ain't nobody to say what you want. Whatever you want to believe in, believe in that. If you're Arteta out, Arteta out. If you're Arteta in, Arteta in. Amarim out, Amarim out. Amarim in, Amarim in. Whatever, I don't give a shit. Be what you want to be.
Yeah, it says
Listen to a
Saeed.
fan. That's all I gotta say.
You got Saeed TV.
But don't tell anyone that they're listening to a fan because of their opinion. That's all I gotta say.
True.
Sorry, Rob.
You got Saeed TV says, I don't want this player. Then next day he jumps on the hype train. I can't be bothered with streamers like that. In my
I like
eyes,
Saeed.
makes them look like a sheep to follow. Bro, I get what you're saying, but
Can I say on that one?
yeah, go ahead.
The thing about guys like Saeed and fans like that go to the games or are local, let's say local to the club, there's a certain level of passion where anything your club does, you love it more than most. You overhype things because when you see your club doing good things, you kind of take it to the moon and back. But when you see your club doing bad things, then you get upset. So I feel like a lot of the time football fans have passion, but they put it the wrong. They use it the wrong way rather than thinking logically or thinking about, okay, is this good for my club or not? Looking at the pros, the cons, how good the player is, what level of quality he is. Does he make my team better? They don't think about those things. They just see the tweet from Ornstein, they see the tweet from Romano, and they get gassed because they believe it's going to happen. They believe that their club is going to do something great. But then guess what? You can have one tweet one week that says Ornstein bomber, Casado to Liverpool. Next time is Casado to Chelsea. You never know when a player is going to be at your club until he holds up the shirt and they do the tweet on the official club channel. Until then, you're just going off emotions, and that's what most fans do.
Bro, the here we go. Everyone gets on the hype train now.
Yeah, but a lot of the here we goes are wrong. Some of them are wrong. Pedro was meant to go to Newcastle.
Romano posted last year, Caicedo to Liverpool, here we go. Remember that? Lavia to Liverpool, here we go. Done. And he got it completely wrong.
Yeah, it happens. They get things wrong. And also to the point in terms of happy with the last major trophy that United Terrace. So yeah, I am happy every time my team wins a trophy.
We will not do that, Kevin.
We won't do that. Yeah, you're right.
Saeed eats food 3 times. What? Oh Lord.
He's just bantering. No.
I know. Sorry, my banters get up. Bro, you good, bro? You expressing yourself. You fine, bro. Express yourself.
You seem like a funny person. I can't.
Yeah.
Big up Saeed though. I like him.
Yeah, I like.
I like him too, bro. I like when
he's passionate. He's passionate. He's a bit crazy at times.
No, I
like Soros.
When he gets giddy, it's funny. When he gets a bit giddy, it's funny. But at the same time, just calm it down a bit because we United are not back just because we signed a player.
Yeah, but you get emotional when you're in the parking lot and your team's won a big game. You get emotional and you say things.
I understand. Yeah, football's an emotional game, facts. But I understand getting giddy for when Ronaldo signed back. I was celebrating when he came back.
Yeah, but then you realize, he's not the same Ronaldo.
But but then at the same time, the guy is still there. Like he's still back. You still feel like he's back home. Like you wanted it to happen.
Yeah. You want it to go good, but then when it doesn't, you're like, oh.
People tell me Ronaldo. People tell me Ronaldo was a failure. I don't think he was a failure. People want to say it, but he was our top scorer.
No, not as individual, but as in terms of like he wasn't the same one that won the Ballon d'Or and.
Yeah, but at the same time at the same time, he was still our top scorer. And people call him the problem, but now we sold him. We can't even replace him. We can't even find a suitable goal scorer. So
now we're shit.
We're worse off than what we were with him. I'll be honest.
To be fair, that's more of a club issue. There's plenty of strikers that you can get. They're just not getting the right ones. Like João-Philippe Mateta, that's a striker Man United should bring in. Liam Delap, they tried to get him. They failed.
Osimhen is the one, in my opinion.
The only thing about Osimhen is he may be an issue when it comes to wages. That's the problem.
Yeah, but United have paid these players in the past before. United are still paying Rashford, Bruno Fernandes on expensive contracts, so I don't see the issue.
But I think for your club's future, you need to reduce wages. So the last thing you want to do is add another 300K.
We will never be able to attract anyone, and that's the problem. If we don't offer them big wages, we won't be able to attract them. The only issue why they're coming out is for the money in their own brand, own personal name.
No. You can offer a lot of players, but between 100 to 150K.
Right? in Buemo, how much Instagram followers you think he's gonna get now?
Yeah, and look at his wages at Brentford. You probably you can double his wages and he still be underneath 150 because he's probably not. He's not getting big money at Brentford. So the thing that United do is they get these players that are on like 50, 60k and then times 5 their wages. No, just double it, or at most if it's a good player, triple it to 100, 150.
Luke Shaw need to leave, bruv. Yeah, sorry, King.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know Castas live in Dap's house, but at the same time, they do content together. They do content together, and yeah, maybe eventually it'll take him to somewhere else. Yeah, bro. Content. The world of content creating is very underrated, very disrespected by a lot of people nowadays. You know, because content creating, once you start earning on content creating, right? It might change a person in terms of how they are, in terms of money, but when you make that money for yourself, and I'm not saying money buys happiness or anything, because I've been saying this for time. Money does not buy happiness. You'll be well off with content creating. Content creating is a very, very good is a very, very good hobby and a very good job. So I trust me. I think content creating is the future, 100%. And if people want to pursue it, pursue it. If they don't want to, it's up to them. But don't disrespect people and don't hate on people who want to do content, because I see a lot of content creators getting hate because they're so famous and they're get a job. Well, they're making money off of it. So what do they need to do? If they're making money off of it, then why do you care? Then why people care so much about content creators? It's up to them however they want to make their money. If it puts food on the table for them and their families and for themselves, fine. But why hate on it, man? You know what I mean? Like,
they're doing an honest living. It's not like they're robbing people.
I know a lot of true content creators who are so respectful to their fans and who are so respectful to everyone they see. I know many authentic content creators. I know them. Trust me. Some money won't change everyone. It does change some people, but it doesn't change everyone.
This is true. This is true, bro.
Look at Lee Gunner. He's so happy in Spain, living the life in Spain.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The one thing I like about Lee Gunner, bro, he speaks his mind and he don't give a shit. You hear me? He speaks his mind. He don't give a shit.
I have witnessed Alice before matches saying Onana and Ericsson are in the squad, but then they weren't there. At the you can get you can get money from sorry Kevin, I'll respond to your comment in a bit. Yeah, you can get things wrong. You can get things wrong. It's fine. Shit happens. You can get things wrong. Alice doesn't often get things wrong though. She rarely makes mistakes. Like, because even that day against Leicester, Onana wasn't actually going to be in the squad. He passed a very late fitness test, so I don't blame him for that. Yeah, content creating is a good startup to advertise your main job as well. It can be, but content creating can be your main job as well. Content creating can be your number one source of income as well. You know what I'm trying to say? Of course you can advertise your main job. Facts, it can. Of course, 100%. A lot of people do that nowadays. They use social media as a part of, advertising your main job. But at the same time, it can be your main job if it's paying you well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Patience is a virtue, man. You know what I mean?
Then and Rasa, we will eventually get there. We will
eventually. Bro. But in the meantime, bro, we're just gonna speak our minds and speak the truth. But we're not gonna pretend to pretend like all these other men and do all this other clickbait nonsense, bro. I rather have a natural, organic audience, bro, an organic following, bro. Not this little BS.
Are content creators ethical and do they have moral values? Yeah, a lot of them do. A lot of them do. I do.
Mm-hmm. I do.
King does. Oh, you're at the right place for moral values, man, and ethics. You're at the right place. We don't do things for the pound note. We do things as it is.
People, you see this panel right here? This panel right here of us right here.
Even Lee Gunner doesn't do it for the money. Even Lee Gunner
we don't sugarcoat shit.
Bro, look at Lee Gunner. He turned down how many sponsors on his videos? For his videos. Look at Lee. He turned down how many sponsors for his videos? If the sponsors are gonna make you change your opinion, then don't
Fuck
have
off.
it.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
If they're gonna make you change your opinion for the sake of that sponsor, bin them off.
Yeah.
Bin them
Yeah.
off.
Be true to yourself.
It depends on how big they get. Some of them, like when it comes to the ethical question, I feel like some people, when they get enough money,
Michael,
they
I
bend their
really
morals.
appreciate you so much, man.
They bend
Michael,
their morals.
striking.
But yeah, also the bigger channel. If it's mostly the bigger channels where you get people with less morals. You can
Yep.
see it like sometimes with certain things that AFTV have done, United Stand have done. I'm not going to get into the situations, but you can see that their morals
AFTV is
aren't in the
still
right
who they are.
place.
To be fair with you, AFTB are still are still doing like all that, like the rants and everything. Like, they're still ranting like that. They're still saying things like the fans that go on fan cams are still saying what it is. You know.
Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff that isn't authentic over there, I would say.
Mm.
Mm.
Kids today will never know how good Primal for Bonnie was, bro. Fuck off. Respectfully.
No, Wilfred Boney was cold. I liked him at Swansea.
He was. But remember that Wilfred Bonnie score them goal for Swansea and the fucking hell. Yeah, once you start doing 3 streams every day and change a lot, harsh but truth, then change a lot. What do you mean by that though? Once you start doing 3 streams a day and then it change a lot. What do you mean by that?
Because we haven't changed. I don't think we changed.
Like changing, like it changes people in terms of the money that they get. Because Saeed hasn't sold his soul. Saeed's authentic. Yes, he has sponsors, but he's authentic. Dennis, Hugh, he's trying to say Dennis Bergkamp, but he can't spell the name properly. Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Oh, the non-flying Dutchman.
The non-flying Dutchman, yeah.
You need content a lot, and so compromise. Can you elaborate for that? I don't know what it means. No disrespect to you. No disrespect to you.
Basically, in order to get to the biggest point, you need to like stream a lot, and it compromises in terms of your personal life. I understand that, but that depends on how big you want to get and what type of content you want to put out. I think if you can get a decent following and just do a stream a day or a couple videos a day, you don't need to compromise yourself in terms of other stuff. It just depends on how big you want to be. But but also you can do other stuff outside of YouTube. It just depends.
I want to be big, but in terms of like just but being authentic. I want to be big. I want to be authentic. I don't want to be like
I pretend
all sponsors to sponsor me and all this. At the same time, you do need sponsors if you're gonna go somewhere on a YouTube event. Like for example, if YouTube's gonna take you somewhere, you'll need a sponsor to take you there. So at the same time, you can rely on sponsors, but at the same time, be authentic, be yourself.
I would say this. I would say with sponsors, get sponsors of stuff that you use yourself. That's probably the best way to do it.
I seen Paul Scholes more. So for me,
I think Paul Scholes
is better.
Dennis Bergkamp for me.
Dennis Bergkamp. That one, right? That 98 World Cup, that one.
Yeah.
Nah, for me, Paul Scholes.
Dennis Bergkamp was different. It was a different level to most players in the Premier League.
Do you think he's a better player or do you think he's a better creator?
Both. I think he's better at both. But they play different positions.
I remember he played for Inter before.
Yeah.
But Paul Scholes was a goal scorer too, man.
Scholes is a centre mid and Dennis Bergkamp was a second striker behind, or the 10 behind.
Paul Scholes but Paul Scholes was amongst one of the top scorers at United right now because of the goals he scored.
Yeah. But also you have to realize with Bergkamp is that he could have won a lot more. He just didn't like flying. I'm telling you, Arsenal would have won a Champions League if he actually liked flying. He was that good for them. If he actually wanted to fly to places, Arsenal would have won the Champions League.
Yeah, I think I heard the reason why he don't like fly too. I think so. People don't remember when Nuruddin and Ojibwa were at City. I don't remember that. No.
Oh, Negredo was trash.
Great. I don't remember the name, bro.
Alvaro,
I was that Spaniard, bro. Alvaro Negredo, yeah.
at least he won. At least he won the Premier
Aguero.
League. That's the only thing.
Aguero. I don't want to talk
He
about
was
it.
he was barely there. He was barely there, Negredo.
At least Alvaro Negredo won
the best
here.
all-around midfielder.
Proof that it doesn't take time.
Creating and
Manuel Pellegrini too. Proof that shit doesn't take time. No, it takes time. Yeah. All right.
Well, who's the best all-round midfielder? Best all-round is probably Steven Gerrard.
Yeah. But for me,
I don't know, man. I think
Scholesy.
Scholes couldn't defend. He could barely tackle. he would foul.
He could.
If VAR was back then, he would be the amount of red cards he would have got. He was a dirty bastard.
Tell you, Roy Keane did defending.
Yo, bro, listen, see if Roy Keane was playing today, every match he'll get a red card. Every match he'll get a red card.
Yeah, Scholes was dirty.
Roy Keane would have had the most red cards of all time.
Yeah.
Scholes had like bare times he should have got yellows, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Scholes going forward was better than Gerrard, but overall, I think like in terms of both, Gerrard just had everything. He had everything in his locker.
Thoughts in this comment? Sorry, go on.
What, and Gerrard is overrated? No, he's not overrated. Not overrated. I mean, in general, I would say this. In general, English players are overrated by English fans. Like, they're not to the level that they say they are. Like, when it comes to the world, they're not the top of the world. It's the only player that I think who's English who you could consider to be the best in their position is probably Ashley Cole. But, like, in terms of other positions, there's guys that are better than them in terms of... And maybe centre-backs. Centre-backs and Ashley Cole, I would say. Because you could put Rio and Terry up there as one of the best. But then you look at the Italian guys, you look at the Nestors, the Maldinis, then you're looking... And then in midfield, there's way better midfielders in other countries, way better attackers. Like Rooney was overrated compared to some of the attackers that he was compared to, I think. So
hell no, bro. Hell no. Hell to the no, bro. Rooney overrated. Hell no, bro.
Yeah, for me, he was.
Hell no. Take that shit back.
No, he wasn't.
I'm not. Goal scorer. You're bugged the fuck out.
I'm not. All English players are overrated.
England goaling boy.
Yeah.
Okay. At least he said all English players are overrated.
Okay, all right, bet.
It's just because it's the English Premier League, innit? That's why they overrate them a little bit. It's that English tax.
Back to the last comment. Yeah, Fabio Borini was cold, by the way. He was cold. He was a decent player.
He was okay.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was decent. I'll say.
The thing about Rooney is there was one year where he won Player of the Year, and the funny thing is Drogba was the top scorer. Chelsea won the league that season, but Rooney got the trophy over Drogba. I think that was the Ancelotti year. That was the English.
That was the year. That was my first full season watching football.
Yo,
yeah, the England. So
Hugh.
This is the same guy that said Harry Kane's better than Wayne Rooney. So I'm not gonna.
Yes. Hugh.
Oh, don't get me started on Harry Kane. He's overrated as hell.
Don't speak.
He's the definition. He's the definition of a loser. That's what he is.
Don't get me started on you, my friend, because I'll cook you again.
You know when Jose Mourinho says specialist of failure. He wasn't talking about Arsene Wenger. He was talking about Harry Kane. best spending all your career in Tottenham. What a loser,
bro! I ain't gonna lie. How old is Harry Kane?
People love to overrate trophyless seasons nowadays.
A la Madrid.
Big up, Stanket.
Big up.
Harry Kane's the same age as us. I think he's like 31, 32.
Yeah, bro.
31.
He won one trophy in his entire career.
Just one Bundesliga, and he didn't even win it the first year.
Yeah,
I'm much younger than you guys. No disrespect.
No, you're good. You're good, bro. You're good.
That's fine.
I'm still in my mid-20s.
Bro, enjoy your 20s, bro. Because when you get older, bro,
yeah, everything hurts.
Everything hurts, bro.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it.
I appreciate the heads up.
Just make sure you exercise and stretch each morning.
Bro, I still play football, man. Don't worry.
Okay,
Also,
good.
I play people who are 50 with football. At football, bro.
Wait, bro. You play people?
Bro.
that-
Bro, I know people that are 50 years old and still play football.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
man. Football's a good game to play.
No,
Yeah.
it is. It is.
But
Yeah,
just depends, 11-a-side or 5-a-side, does it? Or 7-a-side, was it?
5-a-side.
5-a-side, yeah. 5-a-side.
I don't see that
Even
happening.
even 8-a-side. Even 8-a-side, I play 8-a-side.
He ain't leaving Liverpool. He ain't leaving Newcastle. I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
He won't leave this year. I think he'll leave next year.
I want him to go overseas. Don't go to Liverpool though. Go overseas, bruv.
Next summer, Isaac will be available for someone. I don't know who though.
If Isak goes to Liverpool, it's over for the rest of the league for years.
Let's not speak that into existence.
Because they got Florian Wirtz as well, and they got Jeremy Frimpong, and then get Kirkes as well. And if they get Guehi, it's over. Because they can have Gravenberch in midfield. They got Soboslai still there. Still there. When Salah leaves, they'll find a replacement. When Van Dijk leaves, they'll find a replacement. Liverpool,
let's not speak. Let's not speak those names.
They have Mamadashvili to replace Alisson as well, so it's finished. I'm sorry, I have to say it. I just have to say it. All right. Until United wakes the fuck up and actually sort themselves out, then Liverpool are serious, the most serious club in the Premier right now. As of right now, what I'm saying, Liverpool are currently the most serious club. Man City are the most serious club. I'm talking this season, so far, this past season.
No, I would City up there. They've spent some big pieces.
I'm basing it off of this past season. This past season, City didn't sign good. They didn't spend good.
In January, they did.
No, they're spending good now. But I'm talking
and
about
in January.
They spent okay in January. I think they spent.
Mamouche is a baller, huh?
No, he's a good player, but I'm talking about right now. Liverpool signing Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkes. They're gonna get. If they get Isak, it's over.
Yeah, but you look at City; they have Haaland already.
It's just PSR. It's just PSR. They can't spend another. They spent already 150 on Wirtz. They can't spend another 150 otherwise PSR.
Oh no, they can spend 150 if they want. They can spend the money. The money's not the issue. It's if the player wants to go.
No, it's PSR. Liverpool are in PSR right now.
No, they're fine. They're fine with PSL.
So Liverpool fans,
nope.
Be proud.
Nope. I hate FSG. Even as a United fan, I hate FSG. And if some of you don't know why, I am a Red Sox fan. And the Red Sox traded away their best player the other day. Thanks a lot, FSG. Screw you.
No, bro. No, I don't want Isak to go to back to fucking Spain. Go to Bundesliga. Go to fucking Syria. No Arsenal. No Liverpool. Fuck out of here.
What? I don't think Arsenal will buy Isak. I think what will happen is they'll try go for Gyökeres and
Sesko.
And Sesko. They'll fail at both and then get Watkins from Villa.
And this man, American ownership.
They had Watkins out of January.
Yeah, they're gonna get him.
They should have got John Duran before he went to Saudi, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, John Duran's available. He's upset. I'm pretty sure you said it that he was upset in Saudi. Someone I watched it somewhere that he was upset in Saudi.
Isak, I don't. Isak will go Arsenal. Rodrigo goes to. I think Rodrigo leaves. Will go. Okay, so you think you go for Isak? Fair enough. But I don't think he'll suit Real Madrid though. The way you guys play. I don't think he'll suit. I
don't think Madrid are gonna buy Isak.
No.
And I don't think Rodrigo leaves.
Yeah, I don't think he leaves anymore. This Arsenal PR of Rodrigo, I don't know where the fuck it came from. I'll be honest with you. I genuinely don't know where it came from.
The thing about Rodrigo is he wants to stay at Madrid. So if he wants to stay there, he's not going to
go. Nope.
And why would he want to leave? Why, if he's going to leave, if he's going to leave Madrid, anywhere he goes is going to be a downgrade. So if he's going to go for a downgrade, it's going to be a club where he can win something. So why would he go Arsenal? That don't make no sense. That's like going from caviars and steaks to sausages. It don't make no sense.
Translate that, bro. Translate from that. I think he's talking about that. So translate what you mean for me, because I don't know what that means. Translate, bro. Translate. Yes, Lumen. Definitely translate.
But yeah, I don't understand why people think Arsenal can sign these top ballers. They're not like that. They're not like that.
They can, because they signed Alexis Sanchez in the past, who was a really good player. But
Like,
as of
he
right
was.
now,
The thing about Alexis Sanchez and Ozil, they were players that the clubs
Oh
didn't want
no.
but they were still very good players.
Oh my God. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not-
they
Too much.
when Barca and Madrid want to get rid of a player, fair enough.
Yeah,
Arsenal can get him. But a
Kevin's spot
star.
Kevin's spot on. Arsenal fans are just too much in this Galacticos nonsense. They ain't gonna get these guys. They ain't gonna get these guys.
Arsenal, the best player Arsenal got in recent memory was Declan Rice. And to be honest, they overpaid for him because we have Rice at home. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they spent 100 mil on Rice.
bro.
That Rice was 50 mil at least.
Yeah, bro. I'm avoiding that subject, bro. I'm sorry, Lumen, but yeah, I'm not. Nah, bro. That subject for me right there, bro. It's very sensitive for me, bro. Very sensitive. Very sensitive for me, Lumen.
Mm.
Very sensitive subject.
Lautaro Martinez, I would take him at United. He's a very good player.
I think he's trash.
I think he's a good player. I think he's a really good player.
Yo, King just said it with a straight face. No, I think he's trash.
For me, I think he's overrated. I think he's trash. I agree. Trash, but overrated as hell.
I agree that he's overrated, but I wouldn't say he's trash. I'd say he's overrated by the way people rank him in Ballon d'Or nowadays because of what he does for Argentina. It's not because of what he does for Inter Milan. It's because of what he does.
Yeah, but it's not even him. He's the reason that the Argentina don't do well with the amount of times he misses. Man can't hit a Ballon d'Or.
I don't know.
And also with the
year before.
Also with the Inter situation, their team is rubbish. I ain't gonna lie to you. They were struggling against that Japanese team. They need a rebuild. They need a new manager and a rebuild because I don't know what's happening over there. The blue side of Milan, I'm gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a long 3-4 seasons for you because you're gonna see everyone else succeed, not you.
And also, don't forget, Inter Milan are going through some financial thing as well, and hopefully that happens because I'm, as an AC Milan fan in Serie A, bro, I'm praying for Inter Milan.
100%.
Yeah, man, want the downfall so bad.
The downfall, bro. They can set. I would take Bastoni at United in a heartbeat. He's a quality defender. I don't care what happened to him in the Champions League final, but that was not his fault. Yeah, Bastoni's a quality defender. Barella is a quality player. Yeah, Inter have quality players. It's just the league that they're playing in is slow.
No,
the style of football is weird.
Slow league. I think they do have the two players that you said are their best players, and if they leave, it's going to be a problem for them.
I take DeMarco as well. DeMarco left wing back works under Ambrim's system.
He would, but I think he's getting on a bit of it in age. I think he's on the way. I think the problem with a lot of their players.
He's 27. He should be okay. So he's
I think so. I swear he's older than that.
I think he's in his prime years right now, bro. Prime years up until from 27 to about 32. That's your prime year.
How old is he? 27. To be fair, yeah, he would work out, so he wouldn't be too bad. But a lot of them are just above the over there.
Teo Hernandez. I've been saying Teo Hernandez. Bring this guy in. Been wanting him for time, bro.
I don't know what's happening with Milan because they got a new manager.
30 million euros. Are you kidding me, man?
Wait. Theo Hernandez to who?
Teo Hernandez is available for 30 million euros, bro.
I hope he doesn't leave, innit? We're Milan fans first.
I don't mind. Listen, Milan fans Milan don't have good owners. At least their fans protest. At least their fans take it seriously.
Would he be able to compete with the likes of Pep and Klopp with Glazers as the owners?
Wait, can I ask? Can you say why do people even glaze Saka?
Okay, I'll go back.
No, I think Saka's a good player, man. I don't understand the hate for Saka.
I don't hate Saka either. I mean,
it's the way Arsenal fans glaze him and rate him. That's why. At the same time, I rate Saka highly, bro. I think he's up there with one of the best wingers in the world in terms of ability, in terms of trophy success. He's not up there. In terms of ability as a footballer, bro, he's one of the best in the world. For real, it's up there. One of the best.
See, you're sounding like an Arsenal fan. One of the best. No, he's good. He's not great.
But I've watched Saka for time. I know how good he is as a player.
He's good. He's not great.
I've watched him for time, and as a neutral,
Man said he's good. He's not great.
Yeah,
So
the best thing. No, I'm going to tell
No,
you
I
seriously.
wouldn't
The
say-
best thing
I
about
wouldn't
Saka
say-
is his
I
sauce.
wouldn't say
His
top
Nando
three.
sauce. That's the best
don't
thing
think
about
he's top
Saka.
three.
His what?
I don't think he's top three. I said he's top 6, top
King,
7.
what you said? His what?
His Nando sauce. That's the best thing about Saka. His Nando sauce.
Man said Nando's.
Yeah,
Nando's, blood.
Nando sauce is the best thing about him.
No, he wouldn't. No, he would.
The only I would say this about Saka, he is a good player. He's overused, and he's
Yes, he would,
and I feel like he's gonna be on that Michael Owen arc of over time. He's gonna get worse and worse because he's just overused. They don't have a backup for him, and they don't give him rest, so he's just gonna get worse.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would, Lumen. He would, because I'll tell you why. Players, if you don't perform, you're gone. Sir Alex wants you gone.
Yeah.
He doesn't take no bullshit. Yeah. Yes, he would. Sir Alex Ferguson would. Forget style of football. Style of football is overrated. If you win games, it doesn't matter about style of football. Forget style of football. Who cares? Who cares? Games evolved. I don't care. If you win games, you win games. It doesn't matter how you win them. Style of football is overrated.
I disagree. Not on the football point in terms of Sir Alex Ferguson. I just think because modern players are so soft and the way they act, I don't think they'll be able to handle.
That's a very good point, bro. Modern day.
That's why Jose isn't as good as he used to be, because these players complain too much.
But at the same time, you have players like Tony Cruz. You still have players like if Tony Cruz, right? Because if Sir Alex was still the manager, right? Tony Cruz would have joined United that year. He would have joined us that year. We wouldn't have canceled the deal. He would have signed for us, right? You'd have had players like Cruz. You'd have had players like Ronaldo. Ronaldo would have come back. You know, apparently he wanted Ronaldo back. I don't know, one of the years. We could have signed
him and Gareth Bale.
Could have signed Bale even. These players aren't soft. You know what I mean? I'm talking the players like right now. Yeah, 100%. Of course they're soft. Facts they are.
I don't know, Hugh. I don't know about that, Hugh. I don't know about that.
But
Hugh.
I asked the same question. How are Man City
Sorry. Can I ask you?
The same question. How are Man City players able to cope with Pep?
Why? Because I think Pep has the I think Pep allows some of them freedom and some of them not. But I think the thing is, I don't think Pep is a similar style to Alex. I think Alex is a lot more aggressive style. Yeah. So I think.
All right, Lumen. Ask your question. Let me just run through these comments real quick.
Wait, the one about Inter Milan. Can I answer that quickly?
Yeah.
It's not because they just lost the UCL final. For me, a lot of their players are older, so I just think they're over the hill. And the ones that I do rate Barella, I do rate Bastoni, I do like DeMarco a bit, but I think Lautaro Martinez is overrated, and I think the rest of them are just past it. That's it. And they didn't just lose the UCL final; they lost the league on the last day, they lost the cup final, and they lost the UCL final. So, as a collective, they lost a lot, but and I think they're a team that's at the end of their cycle. They had a little good run. They're at the end of their cycle. They lost their manager. They just need to refresh. That's all it is. 36, 37-year-olds in your defense is not going to win you anything.
Saka was at any other club, people would be putting him on the vine of Yamal. Oh, Lord.
See, this is what we talk. Man said Vinny Yamal Due. Like, come on, man.
Come on, Hugh. I know you're Arsenal fan, but come on, you. Said the best thing about Saka is the sauce. I apologize. Nando sauce blood.
Yeah.
Nando sauce blood.
No, I would say this. I would say this about Saka. He isn't on the highest of levels. He's good, but I feel like what he needs is to move club and to be in a different environment. I think Arteta's using him wrong, and I feel like when he's at his best is when he has an overlapping right back and when he's able to go inside and out. So I think he's a quality player. I just don't think he would reach his potential at Arsenal under Arteta. I just think Arteta's not good enough to upgrade him to the level he needs to be at.
King, one answer, yeah. Just give me one answer. Saka or Rashford?
Saka
for me.
Saka. I don't rate Rashford either. I just think Rashford's too busy trying to be a rapper. He's a member of DBE.
No. He's too focused on being a fucking celebrity, bruv.
Yeah.
They are delusional, Sanket. You're right. They are delusional.
What you think about this, Alkavin? This comment right here from Lumen.
I hear it, but at the same time, all bad things can come to an end. All shit things can come to an end. So I think Mbeumo will be a good player for us.
Yeah, he's quality.
Forget being Cameroonian. You can be a good player. You can be a good player.
Mbeumo is better than Saka. I'll say that.
Hey, I disagree.
Arsenal fan base is the most deluded fan base in the world by far. Absolutely, bruv. They say we have the best midfielder, manager, winger, or centre back, but still can't.
Rasta, I say our fan base is more delusional than them.
I mean, both your fan bases are, but that's. Yeah. I think it's because you wear red. I think it comes with that. Red fan bases are delusional. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro.
It's when the red's on. That's
because even Chelsea fans on Twitter, not you, King, but like Chelsea fans have become a different breed now as well. I'm seeing a lot of weird shit from Chelsea fans on Twitter.
I mean, I think because they got talent, bro, tenacity and aggression. Honestly, that's just my opinion on that.
Well, black players.
Yeah.
I mean, you could ask the same for basketball. Bill Russell changed the game in basketball.
Yeah,
a lot.
It's because sports is about physicals. It's about physicals, isn't it? So black people are usually normally more talented in that aspect.
I understand your question, though. Yeah, he's glazed, but he's very good. He's a very good player, man. He's a very good player.
Man, he's a good player. He's a good player.
It's PR.
Yeah. I am not even a Man United fan. Proof COVID. Rashford was different. I don't care what.
I'll tell you the best versions of Rashford. Yeah, I'll tell you the best versions of Rashford. His first year, the year in 2018, 2019, 2020, and that's about it. Those were the best years, and you can maybe say the year that Ten Hag first came in, maybe you could say he was decent that year. That's about it.
He's on and off though. I feel like the problem with him is he's on and off. He has 1 year where he scores double figures, the next year he don't. 1 year he scores 10, next year he scores 4. He's hella inconsistent to be a player that you consider to be great. That's his issue. He has all the attributes to be a great player. He's just so inconsistent.
The boss of blue, bruv. What up, bruv? What's going on, bruv?
Big up to you, boss of blue. Hope you're well.
What's up? So who's the new player that entered the arena, bruv? Let us know in the chat.
Of course I've heard of Paul Gascoigne. Of course I have. He scored the winner against Scotland in the 1998 Euros. Of course.
Yeah. Of course. It's a shame. Alcohol ruined his career. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Of course.
Alcohol and drugs.
Of course I've heard of Gaza, bro.
Gascoigne.
Yeah, of course I've heard of Paul Gascoigne. It's a shame I never got to watch him, but of course I've heard of him.
I watched him towards the end of his career.
Matt Letizia was also a very, very good player as well.
Is King's background? Is he King? The man that want to see the background. So hold on.
Yes.
Oh, it's Champions League 2021. Last time my club was serious. Yeah, to the Arsenal fans in the building. Yeah, you haven't seen that. Oh, that you. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Yeah, we got 2 of them.
Even Spurs can sing it, funnily enough.
No. They haven't got the big one. They haven't got big ears. They got the Sideman Cup.
No, I don't mind Kubo, but he's a bit like on and off. Don't mind him.
The man them in the chat is doing good, blood. The man them in the chat is doing good. Hope you're doing good too.
Striking fear into the defenders' hearts. Remember when my guy was bragging a brace against Chelsea Street? Don't forget. Yep.
Yeah, man, Rashford's quality. He's just never consistent enough to be considered like special. he let himself down. I think when it comes to Rashford, he let himself down more than anything.
Facts, bro. Facts.
He put himself into the wrong positions, too busy going into clubs with the rappers and trappers, thinking he's doing up Top Boy. Like, I'm gonna lie, he feels like he's gonna be in the next season or Top Boy more than trying to be a footballer at times. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, bro. What can we say? What can we say, bro? We just have to just leave it be.
Yeah. There's just certain guys. Listen, when it comes to this football team, there's certain guys that don't not love it, but don't do everything that's necessary to be great. Hazard was like that. He was always coming fat after preseason. Ronaldinho was like that. He'd have his career was shortened because he loved booze and the women and the party. They're just guys that like the lifestyle more than the football at times.
Cook, medium rare, seasoned to perfection, crispy, extra juicy, interferes. Hugh is perfectly cooked after that. Blood, that's funny. That's funny, blood. That is funny, blood.
To be fair, bro, they only like that lifestyle when the money comes in because the women will start liking the money. But then all of a sudden, but before that, they all joke about Benitos. They all love the game before.
Yeah, but the problem is the money comes too early for some of these guys. Like, especially nowadays. You're 16, 17 earning what 10, 20K a week. It's dumb money for someone that young.
King, what do you think about that comment he said?
Why don't you say direct that Todd Bowley ruined your club after? To be honest, it wasn't just him. I think it was the Clear Lake group. Because Todd Bowley's the face, but it's a consortium, and when it comes to consortiums, it's a bunch of people making decisions. And on all honesty, Clear Lake, Todd Bowley, Iqbali, the sporting directors, all of them are the reason why my club isn't where we need to be. Spent 1.5 billion on youngsters, didn't buy the experience, didn't do what's necessary this summer for the Club World Cup, haven't won a Premier League since 2016-17. So even before, when we had Roman, he wasn't doing too hot. So it's just a lot of things.
Lord, bro. Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna lie. When talking about Onana with our keepers is just like two homeless people fighting. It don't make no sense. That's what it is.
Man said, hell no. That's funny though. That's funny, bro. That is hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
I said high school students are better than Onana. That's funny. I think Onana's just in the wrong environment. I reckon he'll be all right in like Italy.
I've seen, bro, the Thai goalkeeper that played with the ASEAN All Stars is better than Andre Onana.
Yeah.
I said ASEAN All Stars.
Yeah, the team that we played in the preseason, the ASEAN All Stars, the Thai goalkeeper that played is better than Andre Onana. I'm not even joking. He's 3 years.
Must be nice to have won a major trophy this decade. Oh my God, bro. Yeah.
To be fair, Arsenal have won a trophy this decade. And I hate to ruin the joke.
Oh, but not a major though. No league, no Champions League. I mean, they've never won a Champions League.
No, FA Cup is a major. Come on, FA Cup is a major.
So it's minor. Like if you go to France, no one's talking about no FA Cup, but they're talking about the league and Champions League. That's a major is when you go around the world and they know about that trophy. It's only in England that they care about the FA Cup. It's like, do I care about the Coupe de France or the Italian Cup or whatever the Spanish one is, the Copa del whatever Sol Rey, whatever they call it? I don't care about those trophies. But I know who won La Liga. I know who won Bundesliga. I know who won Ligue 1, Serie A. I don't know who won their cups. Unless it's a treble. Unless it's a part of a treble, it ain't that serious. FA Cup is like the FA Cup and Carabao Cup is like the piece. There's like the extra piece of meat on the side.
It's still trophy. It's still trophies, King. And FA Cup's one of the most prestigious trophies in the world. It's one of the oldest.
It's a TikTok reel. That's funny.
Oh no, it's still a trophy, but it's a minor, not a major. There's only two. There's only major. The majors are leagues and Champions Leagues. Minors are FA Cup, Carabao, Europa, even the Conference League. That's a minor. But there's only two
Yeah,
majors.
you completed the set though, King. Chelsea completed the set. I remember when they won the Carabao, the Conference League. King, no. Prime was mad as hell, bro.
They're still counting, and aiming for Leeds supporters to win trophies, so you still got to win them.
Oh yeah. You still got to win them, but I want my team to win the best ones.
Yeah.
You know, like I want a Premier League plus a FA Cup. I want a Champions League plus a League Cup.
Yeah, bro.
I want a treble.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this. You see, if my club, Man United, win the Carabao Cup and we play in the Conference League next season, bro, I'm not watching one game. Not watching one game, bro. You know why, bro? We're fucking Man United, bro. 3-time Champions League winner. Yes, it's a competition, but at the same time, bro, fucking hell, blood. That's just insulting here. You what? Oh Lord. And anytime these men go at it in the chat, I find it hilarious, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I find it hilarious, bro. But I respect their opinions all the same. You know what I mean? I respect their opinions all the same.
You at least Tom Cleverley's won a Premier League more recently than Arsenal.
That's a Tom Cleverley. That's mad. What did he do?
And also, he scored a banger that season as well. So don't disrespect Tom Cleverley and Sir Alex Ferguson. He was a good player.
Wait, Hughes considered FA Cup a major. Of course you could. Of course, an Arsenal fan considers the major. That's the only trophy you win. man, all you do is win FA Cups, and then say, "Oh, next season we got the league," and don't win the league.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. It was a early birthday gift.
I will say this about the FA Cup. It was more prestigious back in the day compared to now. I don't know when the shift was. I guess because teams care more about money than they care about winning. So I think that was the shift. I think like when early 2000s,
social media.
Yeah, as well. The FA Cup was a bigger thing back in the day, but yeah. FA Cup, what in terms of what's bigger or what would you prefer to win? What's the question? Steve, Kevin?
I think it should be Bundesliga because Bundesliga is the league, right? And FA Cup, the domestic cup. It should be Bundesliga, of course. But like for me, people nowadays look at top four as more important than the FA Cup. In my opinion, FA Cup and you should go for trophies. That's the number one priority, not Champions League position that you don't do well in. Unless you're serious about winning the Champions League, but also win the cup. Don't call top four success over an FA Cup winning season. Top four is not a success. You don't win a trophy for finishing top four.
Yeah, definitely.
That is true.
Definitely, but it's a trophy, but it's not a major for me, my personal opinion. I know other people consider it a major if that's the only trophy they win, Arsenal fans. But yeah, if outside of but real football, man.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, I love this community, bro. I love this community so much, bro.
No, but in all seriousness, it's good. It's a good trophy to win. This is a good trophy to even if you have like a season where you win that only. That's a successful season for most clubs,
bro.
But if you're one of the big five or big four, it isn't a successful season because you want a league or a Champions League. That's the difference.
But winning is still very important.
Yeah, but let's say if I offered you what a Premier League or a FA Cup by the end of the year, you're taking the league title because that's more important to you.
Of course, but I want to win both.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if you had one or the other, it'd be league over FA Cup.
Of course, but I want to win both as well.
Yeah. I mean, the pinnacle is to win all three.
Me, just win me something, bro. That's what I want from this manager. Win me a fucking trophy. Win me a trophy. That's it. Win me a trophy. You get me? Win me a trophy. You know what I mean? Oh Lord, and here we go in the comments again with these man. That's funny.
It's not an Arsenal thing. I would say this: the first trophy I ever saw my club win was the FA Cup in the old Wembley Stadium, and I was happy that day. So, yeah, it's an important trophy. But let's be honest, you're Arsenal Football Club. You're not Everton. You're not Leicester. You're not one of them teams that winning an FA Cup is considered a successful season. You need to win the league. That's what Arsenal need to do at this moment of time. If next season they just won an FA Cup, it still wouldn't be seen as a successful season. It would be a good season, but it wouldn't be successful.
It's a trip to Wembley though, and that's what you want. A trip to Wembley is always very, very important because you know our fans used to sing, Wembley, Wembley, and we're the famous whatever, and we're going to Wembley. Like it's still like it's still a prestige.
But it's not successful. That's the thing.
It is.
There's a difference.
It is so successful. It is successful in my opinion because you're winning a trophy. So trophies. I measure success by trophies.
No, but the right trophies. If you're of that level and you want to be elite, you need a Premier League or a Champions League.
No, I understand that, but still, an FA Cup is success. It's still success because you're collecting the trophy. You're putting it in the cabinet. It's still success. People go look at what you've won that year. What do you remember for that year for? What do you remember that? Okay, I'll ask you an IFL. What do you remember 15-16 for? We won the FA Cup.
And the Europa League.
What do Newcastle fans remember this season for? Winning the League Cup. You still remember stuff. You still remember.
But that's Newcastle. I'm talking about top like a Newcastle or a Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup and League Cup. That's their be and end all. They never know when they're going to win the next trophy, especially if things don't go the right way. But if you're on Arsenal, you need league titles. That's what you need. Champions League. You need the top two.
Of course, but I'm not. But the FA Cup's open for you to win. You have to win it as well. You have to win every trophy. That's it.
Yeah, you go for it. But only winning that doesn't mean you've had a good enough season. That's a season that says okay, gives a manager or that team another year, but it doesn't allow you to say that I'm the best in the world or I'm one of the best in the country. It's important, but you'd rather win the league on its own than the FA Cup on its own. The FA Cup should be the bonus. You win the league, then you win the FA Cup. You win the league and you win the Carabao.
So you're saying winning a double is important.
Yeah, it's about stacking them. You don't just take one home, you take two. And if you're one of the top teams, that's what you should be aiming for. You should be aiming for doubles and trebles. And for Arsenal, they need to. And Arsenal, I would say this: Arsenal would rather win one Champions League than win all the domestic trophies in a season.
I'll forever cherish the FA Cup because the FA Cup kept the greatest manager of my lifetime in the job and gave us our most successful period ever in football.
Yeah, it's a starting point, like the Carabao Cup. But if you're Arteta next season, put it this way,
nothing. He should be sacked.
Put it this way: if Arteta next season wins FA Cup, Carabao Cup, that gives him another year.
Yeah.
But if he wins a Champions League or Premier League, that puts him in the folklore. That puts him in the Arsenal upper echelon. That gets him up. Like if Arteta was the first manager to win Arsenal a Champions League, he's getting a statue. But if next season he wins a FA Cup and Carabao Cup, it just gives him another year.
Sorry to cut in, but we clown clubs like Arsenal and Spurs for not winning trophies. But if they win something, then that's a good season.
Yeah, but there's levels to there's a levels to success.
I understand the priority, but if you're in the FA Cup, you should aim to win it. You should aim to win everything.
Yeah, but there's levels. Like
No,
winning
of
an
course.
FA Cup and a
What's
Carabao
on that?
Cup for Arsenal was a B season. An A season is winning the Premier League. An A star season is winning the Champions League because you're doing something that your club has never done in its history. There's levels, especially when you're a big club. For a Newcastle or a Crystal Palace, winning any cup is an A-star season. If you're a Leeds Cup getting promoted, staying up is an A-star season. There's comparisons of level of club that makes these trophies more important to them. A United winning a league, that's an A-star season. Champions League A-star, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, that gives you a B grade. But for other teams, winning the FA Cup is an A-star grade because of the level of club. So it's important to win those, but there's a grading system on how important it is for each club. Because winning leagues and Champions Leagues, that gets you in the history books. FA Cups and Carabao Cups, that just adds on to the tally. That adds up the numbers to the tally. That gets you to the most trophies. So that's good for United because they are that level where every trophy adds to the tally, makes them win more trophies than Liverpool. But for Arsenal, they need that CL because that gets them to the big boys table that they haven't been on.
Yeah. So and look at this. PSG is officially the biggest club in Liga because they finally won a Champions League and they have the most Liga titles.
Lay out your season and lay out your medals at the end of the season and say who's had a better season than who.
I don't care about better season. I care about my team winning the biggest of biggest. Like for Arsenal, if they won a Champions League next season and another team won the domestic treble, they would have had a better season because they've done something. They've added. They put themselves on a prestige. Arsenal fans, if Arsenal won the Champions League next season, they can undoubtedly say they're the biggest in London because they've done something to add to that prestige. They've added a check mark that they don't have before. So. But yeah, every trophy is important, but the level of importance is different for each club.
If you finish 4th and 8th and you don't win anything, you both have the exact same season. You won nothing. It's about,
those are terrible seasons. Those are EF seasons, EFCDs.
Yeah, of course.
To get a B is a cup.
I'm looking at, for example, 8th in the FA Cup or 4th in the trophy. What are you taking?
8th in the FA Cup.
Of course, that's my point. You still have better seasons than most teams when you win a trophy.
Yeah, but
you get another trip Wembley back to start the season as well.
I'm taking a Premier League over FA Cup and a Carabao Cup in the same season.
Man,
even though
Ray.
It's more.
Big up Ray in the chat.
And an Arsenal fan is taking one Champions League over winning every other trophy. So you freak trophies, including or a Champions League. If you're an Arsenal fan, you're taking the Champions League.
But you know what I hate about Arsenal fans? They love to brag about the Invincibles being so much better than anything else. Invincibles is not better than the treble.
It depends on who you ask, but I think Invincibles is a great thing. But I mean, it's been 21 years, so get over it.
But the treble, man, the treble's way better. You won every trophy.
Oh yeah, but you did that 26 years ago. So like the most recent treble.
Doesn't matter when you do it, bro. You still done it. It doesn't matter when you do it. You still done it.
Yeah, man. History Channel. What you done for me lately?
That's it. History Channel.
bro. What you won this season is also history. You win it's also history. So
yeah, man. You need. I want my team to be the last one to win the treble, the last one to win the league, last one to win the Champions League.
Yo, man said History Channel. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, guys. Yo,
I would say this: it's respect for doing those things, and those teams are greats. Those teams are legends. Yeah, but you need your club to still be on that legendary status. That's why you're angry right now because your club has done legendary things, but your club isn't acting legendary.
They're acting like a bunch of pussies. They're acting like a bunch of pussies.
Okay, yeah. What's the better achievement, the treble 1999 or the Invincibles 2005?
For me personally, treble.
There you go. It doesn't matter how recent it is, isn't it?
I think there's been better league wins than Arsenal's one. I think the season after Chelsea's not conceding
I think
only
that-
15 goals is better. I think the 100-point season from City is better. I think even I think there's even been league titles that you've won have been better than Invincibles. They had hella draws.
Bro, King, I think 1998 Arsenal's better than Invincible.
Yeah. So Invincible is it's a checklist. It's like, oh yeah, we did the Invincibles. It's the only English club to do it outside of maybe I think Forest did it back in the day or something. But yeah, it's a good thing to have on the resume, but it's not the greatest league title win. No. And it's not the greatest achievement. The greatest achievement would be either the treble or if anyone ever does win the quad.
Which my club has won.
Yeah.
No, it has not won yet, I should say, but
yeah.
The treble. Treble is impressive.
Treble's impressive. City's 4 in a row is impressive. Those are impressive. Those are legendary achievements.
Yeah, people are gonna talk about that for a long time.
Yeah. They're gonna talk about the two teams that hit trebles in terms of City and United.
Bro, listen, and I can tell this. I say, yo, as much as I don't like City much, I don't really hate them much. Both sides of Manchester has won a treble.
Yeah.
Both. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is. What you said? These men are going in the chats, bro. I'm not gonna lie. These men are going in they're going in the chats, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Hugh and Boss of Blue, man. Anytime they're in the chat, I have to laugh, bro.
Big clubs don't almost get rid. I'm gonna lie. Most clubs have got relegated. I think Arsenal haven't. I think there's another team that hasn't. But saying that,
got relegated as well.
Not in their history, they have.
No, in Premier League.
Oh yeah, not in Premier League, but in history, definitely. There's every big club's been relegated. Even to be honest, before the Premier League started, Arsenal were in the relegation zone, but they paid to stay in the league.
Yep, we are, Ray. We three-peated twice.
Mm-hmm.
But so have the Celtics. And so have the Lakers.
Yeah, man, three-peated twice as well. But 4 in a row is better than 3 in a row. So they've surpassed your achievement.
Yeah, but they've done 4 in a row once. We've done 3 in a row twice.
Yeah, but still in it. 4 in a row is better. So
yeah, but doing 3 in a row twice. Doing 4 in a row once.
But still, 4 in a row is better.
4 in a row once ain't better than 3 in a row twice. If you do 4 in a row twice, yeah. Bro, I'm sorry. I ain't taking the zestiness from you, man. I'm sorry. Nah. Don't do
That's funny.
I don't do this zesty shit, man. Yeah, I mean. Appreciate the compliment, but I'm sorry. Three in a row beats 4 times once. 3 in a row twice beats 4 in a row once. Facts. I agree.
Not for me, man. 4 in a row is more press. I know you've done it twice.
But 4 in a row once versus 3 in a row twice. We could have done a 7-peat, bro.
I mean,
with losing the league titles by 2 points, could have done a 7-peat.
Yeah, man. If Bots maybe.
Man said if the Bots and the maybes, that's funny.
A lot of teams could have done a lot of things.
But it's all right. I can hold on to my 13. I can hold on to my 13 league titles for now. I'm good.
100%.
No, we have 20.
No, 13 Premier League titles.
Oh.
100%. You were the City of the 90s and early 2000s, definitely. You were the domination in the location. That's what United were on.
You're calling us Man City of the early 2000s, bro.
Yeah.
Man City of the modern day Man United.
Yeah, either way. Works either way.
That's funny.
Man United did it first.
Of course United did it first, but we need to see United do it again. They need to get back there.
They won't.
You gotta believe. Believe.
I ain't believe
trust the process, in it. Ineos era.
Until these owners fuck off, I ain't gonna believe nothing. I ain't gonna believe nada. Until they go, I ain't believing nothing.
Mm, I hear you, brother. I hear you, bro.
Rasta, it's quite late for you there. I can't lie.
Yeah, it is almost 5 a.m. for me, bro. But I'm enjoying the chat with you, man. And and, and I'm about to reach when I'm done the stream, I'm about to reshift some things around here as well. So the next time we go live, y'all gonna see something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Y'all gonna see
yeah.
something different.
I can't wait for a team to win a quad. I think that'll be very impressive
PSG
if that
done
happens.
it.
I don't think it ever will.
PSG have done it.
I'm talking about in the Premier League. I'm talking about the Premier League, and I don't think
Oh,
no PSG don't have PSG didn't because they don't have 4 trophies in France.
they won the Super Cup.
What club
Which
Mbappe
the league
would
title
go?
got them there before. With the league title got them to the Super Cup. So
Oh, their Community Shield type
What,
thing.
what,
Oh
what,
yeah, but
what
they
club
take
you
that
think?
serious.
it's not a Community Shield, bro, because they removed the League Cup there.
What club you think Mbappe will cook at in the Prem?
Kevin,
Mbappe,
you love asking for drafts, bro. We will do it. Just relax. You love asking for the drafts. We will do it. Don't worry. We're sorting things out.
Mbappe is a left winger. Who needs a left winger right now? I ain't gonna lie. Mbappe would cook at Arsenal.
Mm.
Nah, system.
No, they need a left. They need a left winger. So
He'll cook at Chelsea for sure. You don't need Madueke on the left wing, bro. Come on.
yeah, he would cook at us as well.
So yeah, I did this earlier stream.
Bro, he'll
Yes.
cook at every team. Every team, he'll cook at every team.
I did the early.
Not necessary. I don't think he would cook with City or Liverpool.
I did the earlier stream, yeah, King. I mean, Boss of Blue, and I went to take a siesta, and I did a stream at Alcavin, and yeah, we're gonna do this, bro. We're gonna do it. Don't worry, we will do it. I know it's football. Who's watching Game 7?
I
Alcavin,
am watching.
Yeah, I am as well.
and yeah, man, yeah, people. So listen. This conversation has been very good. It's been interesting. And the man them are just flying in the chat, bro. These
No,
man.
I love that, Hugh. I love that. Arteta will put Mbappe at false 6. Now the comment above.
Yeah,
You're a fool. That's funny. That's a false 6.
that's funny. That false 6. The system, the system.
Yes, Ray. Yes, Ray.
Squeeze the lemon, guys. Squeeze the lemons. I'm like, bro, why are you telling the man them to squeeze lemons for, bro? What are we doing? Like,
Nah,
why?
That sounds zesty. I can't lie.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, Ray.
No, Bun Thunder. They should have won last game. They deserve to lose.
Arteta would make Mbappe look. Yeah, he would, because system, because he's a system manager. That's why.
I'll be honest. 90% of managers nowadays are all system.
Nah, not all.
I said 90%.
Yeah, but no, I don't say. I wouldn't go to the extent of 90%. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say 90%.
Which managers would you say are not system based?
Ancelotti, it's not system.
That's one. Any others?
Mourinho's not a system manager. That's 2. Allegri's not a system manager. That's 3. Simeone's not a system manager. That's 4.
Who's not a system manager?
Simeone. Simeone's not a system.
No, he is. He is.
No,
I mean, footy is life, though.
Behind the ball, it's not a system.
Football brings people together, bro.
Putting 11 men behind the ball is not.
And that's also a name of a person named Footy is Life as well. That's the name of one of my subscribers.
Putting 10 men behind the ball is not a system, King. It's a tactic.
That's not his system.
Nah, but at the same time, if you do it every single game, it's not a system. It's a tactic. System is your own formation, your own style of play. You've assembled with so many clubs, like Pep, for example. He's done it with Bayern. He's done it with Barca. He's doing it with Man City. That's a system.
Simeone has a system.
Eddie Howe's not a system manager. Eddie Howe's a good tactical manager. Who else am I thinking about? But I could go on and on and on. I know many other managers. Roberto Mancini is assistant manager. There's still a lot of managers from back then who don't do systems, and I still rate it. It's just
I'm talking about now.
It's just the new upcoming managers that are doing systems now because they learn off of Spanish football and Pep, whatever it is.
Yeah, a lot of them now are most of them now are system managers. There's very few.
Xabi Alonso is system manager. He's a system manager. He is.
Yeah, there's very few that are.
Amram's a system manager. Conte's not a system manager. Conte is, he's not scared to change shit up. System managers are managers that stick to their usual tactics, even if it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean Conte's usual system is free at the back, but sometimes he does change.
But he changes it up. That's why he's not a system manager. Amram's a system manager because he bases it around one system. He bases it around one tactic, one formation. That's why he's a system manager. Pep bases off one system, one tactic. Mourinho, one system, one tactic. No. Sorry, Mourinho's not a system manager. I can go on and on and on. On and on. I can go on and on. But listen, that's another topic for another day.
Facts. So, Kevin, what you got coming up?
I have a show tonight with Gunnar Gossip TV, so make sure you check her channel out as well. If you guys don't know
Gunnar who?
Gunnar Gossip TV.
I think I know who that is.
So basically, I've done a show with her last year, but we were supposed to do one time ago, but I don't know, things didn't happen. So I'm doing a show with her tonight on her channel, so make sure you guys do check her channel out. Gunnar Gossip TV, if you haven't done so. She's a genuine Arsenal fan who's gotten many big name people on her channel before.
Did she do a stream with Sunshine before?
Yes, obviously I'm not a big name, but at the same time, she's got many big names in the past. Like Robbie, she's gotten Troops on, she's gotten like people like that on. So we'll go on her channel and
I think my question got skipped. Genuinely curious. Does King think Thomas T deserves the sack?
Yeah, I think King. Answer that one, King.
Did Thomas Tuchel deserve the sack at the time? Yes, but I feel like he was let down by the club. In all honesty, I feel like for me, that the reason why he was let down by the club was 50% the club, 50% the government. Because at that time, we lost a lot of the players that he had in that Champions League winning team because of what the government did in terms of not allowing us. We pretty much weren't able to have a proper summer after winning the CL and things of that nature. We lost Rudiger, we lost Christensen to free transfers when we should have kept them on. And then even the players that we signed in that window weren't good enough because we didn't have a sporting director, and it was Todd B going around speaking to every club under the sun. So I just think he was never given the right players. And I think if we weren't forced to sell the club, I think he would have been there for a lot longer and won a lot more trophies, and would have been able to build a team with a proper sporting director. But it was in a fell swoop where we lost Roman, we lost Marina, we lost Peter Cech. So we lost the whole structure, and it was just Todd B bringing names in, and the names weren't good enough. And we know this when it comes to new ownership. New ownerships always want to bring their own guys in. And when they decided to bring their own guys in, Thomas Tuchel was going to go sooner rather than later. So yeah, it's just a circumstance of what happened with the government and the Russian.
Milan won the Super Italian Cup, Super Cup in Italy, over their fiercest rivals.
So yeah, everyone in that team behind me is not at the club. I think the only one is Reece James.
Yeah.
And we lost a couple of them for free as well. So, yeah. But I think the worst, the two players that we lost that hurt the most was Rudiger and Christensen, because our defense was the reason why we won that Champions League, not our attack. Our attack was crap. So I didn't mind the fact that we lost Timo Werner, Mason Mount, Havertz. Thank you, United and Arsenal, for spending that money. But the defenders that we lost and the aging midfield and not being able to replace them in time led to years of not being successful. But yeah.
To me, Rudiger is a madman. Rudiger,
I miss him every day.
Kevin, that's a very, very weird comment right there, Kevin, but it's in his word is. I ain't gonna say anymore.
Bro, Kevin, pause. Okay, Kevin, pause, please.
That's
Pause.
exactly what bro. These people will be commenting with weird shit, bro. I swear, but listen. Good luck with the rest of your day. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, we are regretful, and also the thing about Potter is he was in a similar situation to Amarim, where he was brought into a club that didn't have players that suited
That
his
one,
style.
Kevin, that one.
That's the reason why Potter wasn't successful as well. I don't think anyone was going to be successful in the early years of Clear Lake because they didn't have a sport. The first thing you do, because they were owners that didn't know anything about football and came from American sports. They didn't realize that you needed to get the structure in place at first. And by the time we got the structure in place, it was too late for Potter. It was too late for Tuchel. And even now, they're still making mistakes with the structure. So it's what it is.
Doing, bro. I'm not gassed about it though. I'm just until he comes and play for us.
Cunha's a good exactly. See, these are weird comments from you, Kevin. Exactly. This comment right here, you're commenting right here. Zestiness right here. Zestiness right there. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Man's gonna say nothing now.
Bro, but all the same though, Kevin.
Yes,
boss,
though,
Kevin.
He did play a part in taking away interest treble. Facts they did, bro. Facts they did.
Yeah.
And let me just quickly read this.
Which one? This?
No, I don't know. Never mind. I think it's all good. I ain't gonna read.
They ruined it. They ruined it.
Don't you dare bring up the previous comment. It's that's just pure.
Bro, I know, bro. I know. Kevin, you cool, bro, but bro, pause. Please, pause. Pause, blood.
Yeah, you went on the chat crazy. I can't lie.
Yeah, Can I answer this question?
Yeah, go ahead.
The problem with the corporate world is every time you put money into something, especially into sports, it's become more about fleecing the fans of money. So season tickets are more. The food, the cost of actually going to a game is more. Watching the TV is more. Like we're paying. If in the UK you can't watch 3 p.m. kickoffs. I don't know why. It's a silly rule. And then in order to watch games, you have to pay for Sky, you have to pay for BT or TNT. You have to pay Amazon as well. So you're paying 3 different subscriptions just to watch football. Bare money to go to a game is costing you 100 or 200 for the whole thing. Travel, the food to get to the game. Even the football shirts, the prices of kits are disgusting. You're talking about 80 to 100 pounds for a kit. Everything's increased because the greed of the corporation.
More than that.
Well, it depends on salary or no on price, dollars, pounds, euros, and also they've made more hospitality seats in some of the stadiums. So Stamford Bridge, more of the seats are hospitality. They're trying to get. You can see in a lot of these bigger clubs the atmosphere is non-existent because it's only the rich folk that are at these clubs nowadays, and they're making it.
Fans.
Yeah, man, the working fans that built these clubs can't even go to the games, and when teams get promoted, they put their tickets up dumb prices, season tickets up dumb prices, everything dumb prices, and then they make mistake after mistake in the background when it comes to the finances as well. So it's just they turn these clubs into cash cows. United, for example, are in the stock market. So corporate greed has ruined football. It's got rid of the love of the game. It's the only people that are passionate are fans and some of the players, but a lot of the big wigs in the back, they just look at it as a money making scheme.
Yep. What do you think about this question, King?
I don't know why you're desperate for Madueke. He's not that good. Go ahead. We need more money. 60 million is yours.
No more Chelsea rejects. No more Chelsea rejects. Sing it. No more Chelsea rejects. No more Chelsea rejects.
Hey man, if you want Madueke, man, we can deal.
What link for the live stream? What live stream link, possibly?
What link is that?
Yeah.
Barca Blue, what link? What link? Are do you want to come on the stream? That's what you said? What is that? What is he talking about? Oh, you want to come on the stream? Okay. The link to this live. All right, I'll drop it in the chat right now. Let's hear what you got to say.
No. What he's trying to say is in the group chat. He's trying to put the link of the live stream in the group chat that you're in with other people.
Okay.
He's not trying to come on the stream. He's not trying to hop on the stream.
Okay. I thought he said, because he said the stream to this. Okay, no. I'm asking if I should just. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, man. Shit, bro. King, I'm not gonna lie though, bro. You is hilarious, bro. You is hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. You are hilarious.
Thank you. I try to be. But,
yeah.
I just try to be honest. Then, if I have an opinion on something, I'm gonna say it. If I like having an argument. I like discussing or arguing about stuff. So even with the trophy argument I had with AK, I'd rather have that argument. You know what I mean? Difference of opinions. That's the best way to be.
Yeah.
Be honest.
We always keep respectful anyways. So it's not.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
It's just straight football. It ain't personal. It's football. Except for my ownership team, it is personal. You better get it right. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need my club on top, and we're moving like fools. So
I think we all, when it comes to that, King, we all agree on that. We on our ownership. We're not fucking about when it comes to our club ownership.
Yeah, and some of the fans as well. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of these fans spew BS.
Bro, you talking about BS? Our club, King. Don't get me started, bro. Our club, some of the fan base, our club fan base, bro, is just. What's the word I'm looking for? It's just. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Well, let's say. You think Rice might want to move if Arsenal aren't ambitious for next few years? Probably.
No, I don't think.
No.
Arsenal players ain't ambitious like that. No offense.
It'll be the foreign ones that move. The Salibas, them kind of guys will move. Ones that probably want to go Madrid. But I don't think Rice moves from Arsenal. I think he's comfortable in London. He probably has family and kids and that. So who knows?
All right. Respect it.
Like I said, the best thing about Saka is his Nando's. I mean, his Nando sauce is real good. I like myself a Nando's. What? Nothing wrong with that.
Yo! Yes. The Nando sauce. The Nando sauce. The Nando sauce. Nando's. 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 Ah, ah, ah. Bro, that's funny, bro. Man,
No,
I had to get up on that.
I respect Saka, but your club needs to respect him because they overplay him.
That's funny, bro. That's funny. Bro, what? I don't know, bro. This generation is different, bro. This generation is different, bro. Oh Lord. What if he says the only thing soccer has in terms of silver is enough? Bro, you man
I
are
mean,
liars.
that is true. I think he
Yo,
was
Ryan, bless up, bro. Bless up, Ryan. Bless up.
big up.
Bro,
I think with Saka,
Kevin,
though,
for real, man. Like, just stop
FA Cup.
commenting this weird shit, bro. For real. Like, it's actually pissing me off now. I ain't even joking. Like, for real, for real. Don't comment this bullshit.
He came in with the bah! He came with the big shots.
Yeah, bro. Calm
When
on.
people piss me off, I get really, really pissed off. I don't want to open my camera because the sun's in my fucking eye, yeah? Or not in my eye, it's just the windows right here. So the sun's literally like... But listen... Yeah. Big up, Rasta stops. Big up to you, Ryan. Big up to everyone in the chat.
Yeah. So, man, we are gonna close it off here. So, Alkevin King, if you have anything to say, bruv, say
I'm
it.
live. King's live on my channel tomorrow, I think. Or not tomorrow. We're doing the transfer show and then NBA show. I've scheduled all my streams already, but obviously I will do Wimbledon this weekend as well, so we have a lot more. King has his channel. I'll be going on his channel. I'll be on Rasta's channel again in 2 days, so make sure you guys do tune in.
Yeah, and I'm doing a stream with King on his channel. So so out for that. And Thursday, King will be on my channel. So look out for that.
I'm live with Gunnar Gossip TV tonight, so make sure you guys do tune into my channel at 5 p.m. UK, or her channel at 5 p.m. UK time, Gunnar Gossip TV.
We'll do that.
Take care, people. Take
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, on that note, we are out of here. And this has been episode 3 of, the Footy Talk with Alkevin and featured guest King.
Yeah.
So you'll see us more often. I will, bro. I will send it in a message, bro. I will. In a group. I will. Matter of fact, I'll share it in there. Don't worry. I will. So until that note, folks, hasta la vista.